I said, nigga, don't try me. I'll let the iron squeeze. Rope a dope movie like Ali. Is that
Mm-hmm.
fire?
No. Next.
All
Roll
right.
Mm-hmm.
bounce.
Mm-hmm.
That
Phone
might be
bounce.
fire up there, low key.
We are back. Real Rap Coalition, episode 106. Niggas make some noise, yo.
Oh shit,
Yo.
why we look like this on the
Yo.
screen? This crazy.
Yo.
Hold on.
What we look like?
I don't know, like
Oh, covering the background.
some big ass boxes. Pause.
Hey, black
Dang,
box.
pause.
Oh,
How is that a pause?
He said black boxes.
That's
Big black
literally the
boxes.
opposite of what pause
Nice.
is.
Wait,
what?
nigga,
Well, let
what
me
if
ask you
niggas
Come
got
on,
something.
bro.
boxes?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask him that.
What?
What if
I
niggas
heard
got
DMV
boxes?
Detroit say,
How?
"Easy, you want me that
How?
box?" What he meant by that?
How?
No shit, man.
So what
It's
could he
not.
have
It's
meant
not up
by
to
that?
me to craft the theories, bro. I'm
Uh,
just saying it's a possibility.
I'm just
KTL,
saying
what you said?
that nigga
Nothing, bro.
just turned to
Nigga
Nothing.
KTL
morning
just
murder.
started singing opera, bro.
I was just,
Roll bouncing.
divvying. Yeah, I was divvying out these
Hey,
slurs. I was, what I'm saying.
hey,
Y'all know
somebody
in
gotta
Everybody,
recommend.
Chicago
everybody
they
in
roll
Yo,
bounce.
line.
somebody
No, we
gotta
not watching
recommend
roll
roll bounce
bounce.
on the
No, we
Get your
not
podcast.
F
watching.
word slurs
Hey,
here.
look, hey, Bob, pick roll bounce for your next movie, bro.
We got
No,
a long ways to go before my next pick, bro. Hopefully, one of the other heroes of the
Shout out roll
podcast can
you
bounce.
choose
That
picked
that
shit.
last. Oh,
movie.
you picked
Roll
last.
bounce
Heroes
was
of
a
the podcast.
roll
You
bounce
picked
was a
last.
classic. What
Hello.
Art say he got roll bounce on his
Roll
list.
bounce is
Oh
not that
God.
crazy.
Well, we could look
Yeah,
forward to
that
that.
track.
It might not be that crazy. Nah,
I'd rather
pros.
watch Soul Plane than roll bounce.
I'd rather
Hell
Say,
watch
nah.
bro.
ATL.
Fuck no.
That's
I'm
me.
trying to remember all
Roll
Art
bounce is
movie
way better
picks
than soul
because
plane.
Art might
Hell
just
no.
I don't know.
They gonna want to watch a PG-13 movie with kids. Fuck out of
What
here.
are you talking? How?
Ain't that roll bounce PG-13 with kids?
I
How?
don't know. I
What
never
What are
heard
you
of it
talking
until
about,
today.
nigga? How? What do you mean how?
Ain't no
I
way it was
described
PG
the movie.
13
Slim just be
with
saying
Yes,
that
it
shit.
was, nigga.
ain't no way. He say Bow Wow was
It might be
26.
PG.
He say Bow Wow was 26. It wasn't
What
no
does that?
kids.
Who the hell said that? Art?
You said it was Art. You know Art know that
Bow
That
shit.
nigga
wow.
wasn't 26.
Yeah, I'm about to say, come on, bro.
Nigga lying. That nigga probably
Bow
like
Wow barely
35
old
right
Let me
enough,
now.
see.
bro.
Yeah,
Hell nah, that nigga Bow Wow about 40, nigga.
even
He
if he
barely.
40, roll bounce was
Roll Bounce
20
came
years
out in
ago.
2005. It was 20 years ago.
He wasn't 26 in '05, bro.
Let me see
Yeah, not at all,
how old
bro.
Shad Moss is. A nigga 38.
See?
He would have been
Yes, so he like
18, bro.
18.
Yeah, so shut up, man.
Where Art get 26 from?
Yo, so
I
we
don't know.
watched an
He
what
made
was
that
it?
shit up.
Alfred Hitchcock movie
I ain't
this
know that nigga.
week. I almost called him Albert, but we watched a movie from 1948 this week. Bob, why did we watch this movie?
The oldest movie I ever saw.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Bob. Why did the panel watch this movie?
we watched this movie because I picked it. Um, and I picked it because I was looking for a movie that's interesting and
So they
critically
picked it.
acclaimed. So we ended up here. Picked a movie that was old as hell, but just because a movie old as hell don't mean it can't be
Well,
fire.
okay, so real quick, like, I don't know, does that metric still work? Like, can you judge if something's interesting if you haven't seen it?
No.
Well, you can go off what
Yes,
other people have
You can
said.
say the premise is
that's that,
interesting.
that's
I
literally what trailers are
suppose.
supposed to do.
Art said that's what trailers are supposed to do.
I thought he said thrillers
He said trailers.
because I was shifting to say no, that's not
That's what
what thrillers do,
that,
bro.
no, that's what a trailer's supposed to do. It's
So
supposed to
Art,
get
here's
you
a piece of
interested in the
trivia,
movie so you can
bro.
see it.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
be honest, bro. In 1948, did they even really have trailers?
hold on,
No, they
KTL.
Yes,
I
didn't.
I
got you.
watched
Hey
them. I
Art,
watched
Nah,
them.
that nigga was
trailers.
Is it?
tripping in the
I,
trailer. Y'all ain't see that shit?
I
I
think
ain't
they
watched the
got them
trailer.
now,
Who else?
like
I thought you didn't
later.
watch trailers.
I didn't. It played before on prom. Like it ain't really a trailer. It's just a nigga talking like, "Hey, it's the
Shout out
last days
John
of
Doe.
MC David.
And you a wild
Everybody's
nigga,
life
bro.
changed before this. After this, like that's how the shit was. Like,
Hey
damn.
Art, so back in the day, like originally
This nigga
trailers
fool
used
is
to
funny,
come.
man.
They used to come after the movie, bro. That's why they called trailers because they used to follow the movie. They used to trail the movie. So,
Man, that's fire, bro.
yeah, they used to like show the whole
How you
movie.
figure that out?
I know trivia, bro. So they used to show the whole movie, and then at the end of the movie, they'll show like a trailer, like recap of the movie. And I don't know
You,
why, but
you think you
that's
could
what.
win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
No,
Or who's
but I think
smarter
I
than
can
a
win
fifth
some money.
grader?
Hey, put me on Family Feud. I'll win some money
Yeah,
there.
you'll be fire on that.
Shout
Oh,
out
you'll
to
be
her.
ass.
Cap, nigga, what?
You just thought moaning was one word, like a sex word.
You're lying.
What, nigga? We
Moaning
just
is one
seen it.
word.
No,
Nah,
that's not what he
he
mean.
think
He
it
mean it
only
got one
pertains to
meaning.
like.
I
That's what.
told you what the most common meaning of it was.
Okay, Slim.
You're gonna lie. My bad, not lie. You gonna argue with me and say it's not the
I'm
most
not. I
common
just
meaning?
said okay.
We
Uh,
ain't even introduced ourselves yet. Like, do we
they
do
know
that
who
first?
I am.
God
Hey,
Who are
you
damn.
you?
want to? Yeah, I'm about to
God
say
damn.
you want to
They
say
know who
hi.
I am. Who are
Go
you?
ahead.
God damn.
Go
God
ahead,
damn,
man.
man.
Go ahead,
Say
F
hi
Dub.
Man,
They
in
know
your
us.
name. Yeah, say
man,
your name.
man, F Dub in this motherfucker. What's up, man?
Get to
Rope.
know him. Get to know
That's it.
Get to
That's it, man.
know him.
him.
That's what
They know
Yoshi
us.
G be saying.
They know. He said
Yeah,
rope.
Yoshi G, man.
This title
Rope.
is crazy. I did not name myself Raven. You made that shit up.
Damn, talk crazy.
I say she got 20 minutes left.
The movie only an
That's the
hour
best
20.
part.
The movie is only an hour 20. That is a fact.
Salute,
That's
John.
crazy, bro.
But it was definitely a good hour 20 to me. I don't know if
Facts.
anybody else thought so.
Oh,
All right. So
I agree,
the
Ludo. I
brief
agree.
synopsis of this movie. There's two motherfuckers who have certain ideals about the world that are influenced by a former professor, and they kill a guy. They strangle him to death, and then hide his body and host a dinner party on top of the chest that contains his body. And they pontificate about like whether they can get away with it. They think it's a perfect crime, and woo up to bam, and it's like an hour 20 of thrills and
Idiots.
suspense. What'd you say, little buddy?
I said these
Little
some fucking
buddy.
idiots.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Yeah.
Cause
They might be idiots,
both are
but
idiots.
they made them being
One of
idiots
them is
pretty
more of an
interesting.
idiot than the other.
I don't think so.
Definitely, I think
Okay.
so.
Explain your position. Pause.
Okay. Well, the
Stance. Let me
nigga.
say stance. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hold on. Which one do you think is the bigger idiot?
What's his name?
Um, I
Philip, the
think the main
motherfucker that was
character
like
is. I think the
drunk.
lead
Okay,
guy
so
is.
y'all both think two different things.
Brandon.
So you think Brandon and KTL
I
think
think
Philip.
Brandon is the most idiotic. But
I think Brand just had ego.
yeah, of
He
course. But
did.
he's still an
That's what
He
idiot.
made
was
him the
The
stupid
idiot.
ego can
That's
though.
make you
definitely what
stupid.
made
You
him the
know.
idiot.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
I know.
I
If
don't
we're
know.
being honest.
Back then, like, there's not really like Find My iPhone or anything. Not like a huge footprint if you lure somebody somewhere. So naturally, dude pulled up, and I guess they got the drop on him, and they did that what they had to do. But my thing is why Brandon, I think he's goofy, is because, all right, you invited everybody over for a dinner party the same day you were gonna murk one of the guests that everybody was expecting to see. This idea was terrible.
That's
And
that ego, bro.
then not to mention, bro, Philip was like, yo, we got to get rid of it. Yo, it'll be in the lake shortly. We need to savor this moment. Let's drink. Let's drink champagne. Let's drink. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, like
where's your sense of urgency?
yeah, like Brandon was just like he was just making his shit hot the whole time. Like he could have been got them caught. He
Philip
was
just
doing
can't hold water, bro, and that's the
I
yeah,
problem.
like
think
I
he.
feel
I
like
think he was getting
I can
provoked though.
like he
I can
just
understand somebody like
like
Philip being
damn,
somebody,
bro.
but like the other
First
dude,
of
other
Like it's
dudes
okay,
the
is just
same shit I said on Blink Twice, Pools, where I said them hoes wasn't like they was supposed to act natural because it was like real important and shit, and they couldn't act
nah, that's
natural.
way. This is way different.
I feel
If you
like
would have
that.
said
I
that
feel
for
like they got
this,
a better excuse than he do.
yeah, they
So
with
like,
them. I can't see it because that's hard. But this nigga set it up. His issues is because
He
he
set
want
the
the
shit up.
issues.
So it's like you should have made sure your fucking cleanup was going to be, on point so that even if you did host that dinner, like, you know what I'm
No.
saying? Like you figure some shit out. And so for me, like, I think he's definitely the biggest goof. And I'm not gonna lie too. Like, he seemed like he was the most with the shits. That other nigga seemed like he's one of those gopher, like follow whatever you say, obedient, like, you know what I'm
Bitch
saying?
ass
No
nigga.
they
sense of
said
self.
it's like motherfuckers in the chat was saying it's like funny games, bro. Like leading up
Yeah,
to
so
the
these
podcast.
two
What was
niggas
that?
were
Sorry, just like for that reference, real quickly, was one of the brothers in Funny Games like a leader and the other one more of a
Yeah,
follower? I don't
They wasn't
remember.
yeah,
brothers, bro. They
yeah.
was like gay ass, like lovers and shit.
These niggas kind of seem more mookish than them niggas.
Well, yeah, but like
Nah, yeah, they were,
okay,
yeah.
hold on, Puos, because we did have the
Oh
information
shit!
brought to us a couple days ago that like they really might have been on that. So you think that just might have been like
No,
they reeled them bleeding onto the screen?
nah, bro. Cause I remember one of y'all putting that in the chat, but when it first started, I'm like,
It was
damn,
dark.
I'm close to this nigga, bro. Like, get the fuck from behind this nigga. Like, it's like they whole shit was intimate. When he taking a rope, he like kind of touching the nigga hand. Like, it's they two niggas who live in the same crib. I think it's one room. Like they,
Hey,
I
Oh,
don't know,
Pujols.
bro.
in the
One
play that
room.
this movie is based on, it is explicit that Brandon and Philip are like a gay couple.
All right, well that
Dang.
They
explains
act
that.
like it.
That explains
Hey,
that.
hey, Pujols.
However,
This
What?
in
movie,
this movie, they developed 0% of their kind of either romance or whatever else. They just made them look like two niggas that work together or go to school together or
Nah,
something.
no, they was
Hey,
kind of too
No,
close.
Their body language displayed it pretty clearly at the beginning
I
of the
just
film.
thought that Brandon felt a little bit too comfortable, like getting in this nigga's face and like domineering almost. Like, I think one thing that might signify there was a gay couple was that he get this nigga backhand if he was out of line. I'm like, yo, like, and when he
real
got
quick.
backhanded, he
Oh,
didn't
he
swing or
did smack
nothing.
that
He
nigga. I
he
forgot.
froze up, like he used to that. Like,
Well, that was
hey
the quickest
Bob,
backhand I've
this
ever seen.
movie got banned in like multiple cities because it was implied that they were like homosexual.
That's
that's the
fucked
early
up though,
1900s,
cause
yo. Niggas
it's
Yeah,
was
yeah.
not
like
cool with that shit,
they
and the
not
church was still strong.
they not doing nothing gay. It's just they
They
acting.
gave
It's
you them
like they,
vibes.
yeah, it's
Well,
like, bro,
Puos, hold
get
on,
the
but to
fuck
be
from
fair,
behind
like,
him.
did you get the gay vibes from the Funny Games guys?
Nah, I
No.
Come
didn't.
on,
I
bro,
thought
that's
they
not
was.
So,
fair, then,
hey,
bro.
How
KTL,
you going? I didn't see it that way, brother.
I'm saying, like,
You want me to? I didn't see it that way.
see, now I'm not arguing your opinion, bro, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not the argument ain't
I
your
do think
opinion. I'm saying
personally,
that, like,
because
if
I was caught up in the movie, I wasn't really as attentive, I feel like, to that interpretation of events. I think white people are generally sus. Sorry, viewers. I do think like you guys comfort yourself.
That's crazy.
I think a
They
lot of
apologize
like,
to the viewers and not.
yeah, I think a lot of like white
not
subculture, besides like your
KTL.
white trash, trailer
no,
trash,
he an
wannabe
expert.
blacks, like I think a lot of you just like are comfortable in some, you know, social behaviors that can come out very
some
sus, you
questionable
know. And
behavior.
so
Yeah.
for me, like I didn't read that much into it. However, when you have that layer, that framing, it definitely makes the alpha beta shit that was going on there very evident because yeah, you had Brandon who was in charge and that nigga just doing what he says always, and so but you know it's funny too that alcohol made the nigga come to his senses. Like he drinks some alcohol, he's like, wait a minute, I don't have to do what you say. Like he have going
Yeah.
through all the cycles.
Hey man,
Remember
no,
most of
well,
that
I
shit
don't know,
too.
bro. You can't be a bitch like the whole time, and then you drink and you got some courage,
Well,
bro.
that's what
Like,
niggas
That's
do
what
That's
now.
how it
happens.
works for
That's literally what
99% of
happens.
people, I
that's
feel
yeah.
like.
Hey, I'm not arguing whether it happens. I'm just arguing
You're
whether
saying
you
you
a
shouldn't
bitch or
stand for
not.
that as a man. You should be on business even if you
Well, yeah, like
aren't
I'm
drunk.
saying, like that's bitch made behavior. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? If
absolutely.
if you require substance to like stand up for yourself or like enact your own thoughts.
But look, besides them being dumb, I mean, as far as the acting job though, I thought that they did a pretty good job. I think
Everybody.
even with a minimal film like that, I thought that they did a good job. And I think as far as like the knowing the situation in the back of their minds and trying to play it off, they both go through their own cycles of like reconciling what happened with having to put on a presentation for them. I think Philip had like no composure off rip, and it only got worse. I thought Brandon was kind of slick with the shits until
Nah,
the
he was
certain
at first.
conversations came up.
He
So
was like
He was
we're
he was
overly
he was
confident.
going crazy though. Like the first 45 minutes, that nigga was like slicking. He didn't give a fuck about nothing, nigga.
we're
They
in
can
No,
see
no.
this rope, nigga. I don't
conversation.
give a fuck.
When they got into that conversation about like killing, you know what I mean, and reducing population and shit like that, that nigga
The poor old
you
man,
know,
yo, I felt
What
so
about
bad.
Rupert
that
though?
nigga just went off.
We didn't get the Rupert yet.
Y'all
He a
fucking with
dog.
Yeah,
Rupert?
Rupert, I think
Rupert had
himself
the
is like,
strongest performance to me, in my opinion.
oh,
He a
of
piece
course,
of
we
shit
It was
though.
fine.
were sort of wafting that idea
Hey,
before
before
the
we get,
podcast started.
Yep.
my bad.
What?
Also,
All right.
No, before we get into the,
all
you
right,
hear
get
me?
off the drive-through.
Yeah,
Let
good.
him rock out.
Like, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, nigga.
It's on
All
you.
right, man.
Oh, I was about to say before we can get to the plot. I wanted to talk about like the way it was shot and like but both the way it was shot and like the fact that it was pretty much
The
in real
single take,
time.
right? The single take,
Yeah,
right?
and it was
Mm-hmm.
in single. It was shot in like kind of how Birdman was, but like it was shot in like 10-minute intervals. So we shot 10 minutes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
but it was in it.
what you said?
So I'm about to say it was also in real time. So that hour and 30 minutes, I mean that hour and 20 minutes was literally the hour and 20 minutes. Like it's not too many movies like that where those
It was a little
no
bit
time.
over, but
For
yeah.
it to be a smash hit at the box office, they saved a lot of money because regularly films that have to do several takes and stuff like it's a lot of resources, a lot of manpower, a lot of like payment,
I'm gonna
So
keep it a buck, bro. How
yeah.
much money can you really have possibly spent on a movie in
Shit
1948?
was 1.5
A lot
mil,
of
KTL.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
bro.
the
Like
budget.
that. Come on, bro.
That's a
How?
They
good
paid
amount.
they paid Rupert 300,000 out of that shit.
But adjusted for inflation,
He had to
it's like
earn every cent,
$2.5
bro.
million or something. So I mean,
Hey, how much is 300,000 back in the 40s?
300,000.
At least
I'm
$20
googling
million.
$300,000
Shit got a bag.
in
You could have
1940
owned a McDonald's with
today.
that kind of money, bro.
So the convert. Oh shit. So $300,000 in 1940 is
Bullshit.
equivalent in purchasing power to about $6 million
And
today.
they got a bag for this movie,
that
bro.
nigga got paid for real. That nigga, hey,
Yeah, he
hey,
was that
Why
rich.
did
rightfully
Alfred
so though.
have all this
Rightfully
money,
so.
bro?
Rightfully so. That nigga was
He
going crazy with
he
that
could have,
performance.
KTL. They could have had like investors and shit
I'm
back then.
sorry. Why did Alfred Podness have all this money, bro?
Damn, niggas couldn't have money back in the
He
day.
one of
I
them
didn't
niggas
say
though.
that. I asked a question.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock was one of them niggas, like Puel said back in the day. This
Also,
is
He
his
might have
first.
Alfred might have been selling some drugs on the
This his
side too,
first
bro.
color movie that he ever did.
What does
yeah,
that
I was
Really?
mean?
actually
That's
gonna
Throw
interesting.
some cold
movie in
shit.
color.
Everything else was black and white.
I was just
That's
gonna tell
interesting.
Art on top of the way it was shot as far as the time intervals. This was also like a number of years after Technicolor came out. So that's when you like you put red, blue, and green on top of like several film strips, and then you process it all together. That's how they get like vibrant as colors, even as early as like 1940. So that's kind of why it was like looking super clean. I was telling Slim like for a movie back then, your expectation would be it's like film grain, it's like old, it's kind of washed, but this shit looked mad nice, son. I'm not gonna lie.
I was about to say, how do we feel, about like, because I guess the last great thing that we talked about, in terms of like the way it was shot was Birdman. How do we feel that this, compares? Not necessarily because like, I know things change over the course of like aesthetics and whatnot, but conceptually, do we feel like it's
You
a
can
better creative shot movie?
no, not
Well,
no, but you can tell all the time they switched out every time they went behind somebody back and they just went black and they went like it was a lot more obvious this time, but rightfully so. It was almost 100 years ago. So.
all right. I wouldn't
Salute
say
to him.
I wouldn't say this movie was like super duper creatively shot because like they really didn't change settings like throughout the whole movie. This whole movie took place in
It's
one
like
place,
12
right?
Angry Men.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, I
Yeah,
actually, yeah,
I
but yeah,
think I
yeah.
like movies where it's one setting consistently. Every time I've watched a movie like this, I seem to enjoy it, and it's probably because and I was telling Slim this earlier. I think like movies that don't give you like constantly changing scenes and stuff like that, and you kind of keep it in one place, it keeps you like focused. It minimizes your anticipation,
Like less
so
to
you
think
can
about, right?
really
You
lock
know?
in on the characters and what's going on between them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so what about like the concept, the plot of the movie? You know what I'm saying? Like just as a standalone idea, how do we feel about it?
It's inspired by a murder that actually happened. Apparently, there were like these two guys that were attending like a Chicago university, and
Leopold and Loeb.
they kidnapped and like killed a 14-year-old kid to demonstrate intellectual superiority or something like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mentioned that on the Funny Games podcast. KTL kind of mentioned it. Like, I guess these two characters were kind of based off those two, and the same as the Funny Games characters. I guess they both were kind of modeled after them two niggas
You got to
that
be a
really did that shit.
wildly egotistical piece of shit,
They
man.
was gay too,
Yeah, like
so that part is
that
right.
Yeah,
That
that's
part is
also,
right.
I
Why
guess, a part of
everything
the
go back
equation.
to that?
Yeah, I
Because
don't know why he
I
felt the
guess it's
need to
because they
like.
really was gay in real life,
It
so it
could,
No,
come
we're
out in
yeah,
the
talking about
characters on
you.
stage.
Yeah, we're
yeah.
asking you.
Because I think it's a part of it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it is.
I don't think it doesn't appear like he
I
said.
just
Like
feel like
I think it's
if I'm
intentional.
describing the attribute of a person being egotistical, I feel like homosexuality does not factor into that part.
No, I
Sure, but
wasn't
asking
speaking on
people in
the
the early
egotistical
1900s
shit.
what they might think, it's almost like a reverse halo effect. When like somebody's like really attractive or they have like one good thing that's going for them, like people assume other really good things about them. So given that like people were probably extremely homophobic in the early 1900s, it's probably pretty easy to like cast them as like evil egotists and stuff, and the public are just like, hell yeah, I mean they're gay, right? Like it kind of adds up. Like
They used to do that
um
shit.
I mean, people still engage in that kind of bigotry today, too. You know what I'm saying? They take any group of person or whatever, and if they do something negative, they're just like, well, it comes with the puzzle, you
You
know?
got to
But,
attribute it to something else. Yeah.
yeah. So, but I mean, that aside, I think that I like that they just like kind of start us with the point of the whole thing. We killed them. We put them
Yep.
in this chest. You immediately know what the game is. It's like, yo, let's see how long these niggas can keep this shit a secret, right? Like, and I think that's
So
pretty fun.
so Bob, initially, what they were gonna do was not show the murder, and it was gonna be more like up in the air whether or not you think like it's really somebody in there or not. Do you think that would have been more or less effective that we actually saw the nigga on camera versus not seeing him on camera getting killed?
Who you asking, Luna?
All of y'all, really?
I think it'll be less, bro, because we know that it's a dead nigga in there. That's why
Right.
Philip panicking so much. And if you ain't know that, you would just assume, I guess,
Yeah,
because
you
why this
wouldn't
nigga
have the
tripping so
same
much?
like suspense and tension
Yeah.
and shit.
It's
Like,
like
is
on
somebody gonna find
Seven,
out?
bro. Whenever they never showed that lady head in a box and shit, like that type of shit was more
But
impactful
that
though.
shit
So you
worked. I
don't
feel
think
like,
that
yeah, that seven
I'm
shit
saying like
worked.
you don't think that it could have had the same effect, Pulos? Or
I
like
never seen
Pulp
Seven.
Fiction, where you never seen what's in the
You never
briefcase.
saw seven?
Nah.
Let me
Or
answer that
Pulp
real quick.
Fiction.
Let me answer that real
Good
quick. The
movie,
answer
bro.
is no, it wouldn't have the same effect because one like we kind of just talked about it, right? Look at the way this film was shot. You feel me? I feel like
Hmm.
that had to do a big I thought that was like a big factor as to why it worked here, right? And then if it wouldn't have worked, if they didn't really show it, you feel me? The way it was shot. You feel me? So
I agree with y'all because like when it came on and they was
Three
like
art.
when they was taking oh, my bad. When it came
Wait,
on
what?
and they was choking the nigga with the
Hey,
rope, the first thing I was like, bro, what the fuck going on? Like it kind of immediately like got me like interested. I'm like, damn, they killing this nigga right now. The shit just started. So had they not killed the nigga and they would have just been like, oh yeah, we hid the dead body in it. The body in it. Like, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been as interesting. I think the fact that we know it's a dead body and the nigga keep walking by the shit and he finna open that bitch up. And I think that shit is what really makes it, as tense as what it is.
Yeah, like I said, just you kind of know the game is like how long can they keep this this farce up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was fire. Another thing that was fire to me was my nigga Philip. Like this nigga just kept looking shittier and shittier as the movie went on. Like by the end of it, this nigga looked insane. Hair all over his head,
bet you did
sweat
fuck with that.
That nigga was
dropping.
stressing, bro.
Nigga was that nigga
He
was
was
all
stressing.
clean cut at first. Then at the end,
He
nigga
was a
looked
drunk
like
piece of
shit.
shit, bro.
He KTL, he was insanely scared the entire movie that he was gonna get caught.
Nigga,
Bro, you
He was
shouldn't help
drinking
murder
himself under the
somebody,
table,
bitch.
bro. And it's sad because like it became really evident throughout that was like his vice. Like constantly going to take drinks, and then even when he was being questioned in a heated fashion, like he stopped what he was doing mid convo, like I need a drink. Like that's his shit, you know. And everybody, I guess, was smoking cigarettes back then, but that's neither here nor there.
if I'm
Um,
Art
saying
said the
yeah, that was
scene with
that was a big thing back in the day, you know.
y'all, it
That
was
open
yeah,
pre-art.
cigarette shit.
Talk to you.
indoors in a bunch of places was fine.
Hmm
Yeah,
hmm
Yeah, that
Art
piano
said the
Yeah,
was
scene
smoking
with the
sections and shit.
piano with Rupert and Philip was fire. I also think the shit with Rupert and somebody might have mentioned it when they was going back and forth talking about morals and killing niggas and if it should be
Mhm.
allowed. I
Yeah,
think that was
I
fire
did.
too.
well, I think the father, David's father, right, Mr. Kentley or whatever, I think he said the obvious, but that statement he made kind of drew everybody's like true colors out. Um, I think when he said something like, "Who is it that decides whether or not somebody is superior?" Right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because in one act he not only like challenges the justification for like their evil ass crime, but he also gave Rupert the conversational in to like really start probing and like understanding like the mentality of like Brandon and because that chicken strangling shit or whatever, that shit made everything fucking awkward.
Bro is
But
choking chickens out there.
it wouldn't have made things awkward if uh
If he didn't lie,
if Philip just let the joke go.
he shouldn't have lied. That's
He
what
was
Rupert said.
he
He
was
he
just.
figured it out.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like Brandon was doing bullshit the whole time. Like, why
That's
do you
facts.
keep doing this? Why are you
But
bringing up me
Pujols,
strangling anybody,
but
anything
Pujols.
right now, bro?
Oh, you talking about Brandon? Okay,
Yeah,
because I was finna say the way that Philip was behaving is kind of like what y'all was to me. It's kind of like how niggas was talking about on Blink Twice about how the women were when they were like their memories came back
See
and they
what
was
I'm
trying to
saying,
play it
bro?
cool. Like it kind of
I
like seemed
agree,
like
but he was wilding. Like
I
they was
think
at
they was
least
doing the
trying.
same shit, low key.
But that's like, okay, bro, I just murdered a nigga. Cool. I had now I know what I did. I just murdered a nigga. I on Blink Twice is these images and visions is coming back to my head instantly about these niggas who I'm here with on a deserted island who was violating them, violating the woman, Ice, not me.
I was about to tell Ice to clip this part.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pujols, but I feel like the reactions are the same because even though the nigga Philip just killed the nigga, he even after he killed the nigga, like he was still
He was
like he was
shook.
immediately nervous and he was scared like immediately.
Okay,
I'm
Slim,
gonna
this is
keep
my
it a buck,
problem with
bro. You want to know the easiest way to not get caught for murdering a
Don't kill a
motherfucker?
nigga.
don't
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 murder the
invite niggas
motherfucker,
to
bro.
your house after you just
Stand
murdered
on it,
niggas.
bitch.
That too, Pujols, but that nigga
Fuck.
Brandon was just so fucking
This this
egotistical.
this is my problem with him, Slim. Like the nigga thought he was so cool, which he was at first, but first you gon' you live with Buddy. You know how this nigga personality is. Why would you do anything with this nigga, bro? He a fucking a bit. He shook.
They
He
gay.
automatically shook. So nigga, that don't mean you gonna go do something with your wife because you in a couple with you. Y'all a couple.
Some
Like you ain't
people
gonna.
would.
If I'm finna go commit murder, I'm not bringing my
Brandon,
wife.
I mean Philip clearly would. Like
Yeah,
he
bro,
did
his
it.
wife.
He was doing like too much shit, like saying dude strangled a chicken, fucking
Yeah, see,
breaking up.
that's Brandon. See, that's the product to me of Brandon being this type of nigga. Like, I feel like we talked about this type of nigga before on one of these movies.
Oh yeah, on that KTL movie where he was like, "I'm so smart, nigga. I'm just gonna drink the cup." Or he was
Oh
talking about
yeah,
like,
yeah, like the inconceivable nigga.
yeah,
Like
and I said he was stupid. And y'all said
these,
he was a genius. Nigga, how?
but would you
I
say the
didn't
same
say that.
shit
I
about?
said he had an ego.
Slim said
Yeah,
the nigga was a
and I
genius.
feel like that's the same thing about this nigga.
No,
It's their
he.
ego, bro. These niggas are intelligent. This nigga, like Brandon, is intelligent.
I
Like
can't fucking tell,
Okay, this is the thing about it, Puos. I feel like when it comes to movies, if they're telling you that he's
Hey,
intelligent,
salute, Ice.
regardless of what you're seeing, I think you just gotta take that as one of his personality traits. He's
bro. So
intelligent.
okay, I seen movies where it's clearly
Oh
like an
no, he
idiot
wouldn't have
character,
Ice.
and
I know what he get into.
niggas be like, "Oh, he's the smart captain. Is the smartest man in the world, and he an idiot." But just because niggas say he intelligent, like what?
But just because a nigga do some stupid shit, don't mean he ain't smart.
I mean, he might have been intelligent, but I couldn't. He didn't. What did he do that was smart to you?
Bro, but this is the thing, Puos. I think personally, it's the same shit. Like the nigga, like KTL said, the nigga ego was so big that he was like, he thought he was smarter than everybody. Okay, I'm finna kill this nigga, and I'm finna put him in this chest, and I'm finna make everybody come around this chest. And it's a dead body in here. They don't know it, and
Hey, yo.
I'm finna make conversation about fucking choking, strangling chickens and shit. Like he doing all this bullshit at the sake
Slim,
of
come
playing a
on, man.
game. It
Okay,
feels like
all right,
he's
cool.
playing a
I
game.
I get that, bro. I'm gonna talk about my partner strangling a chicken. I'm gonna bring up how murder is cool. If I'm a leak, I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop a rope from a nigga I just
Yes.
strangled and tie your books with it. I'm a
It's
fucking
not because he. It's not. I don't
Hey,
think it's
Puos,
because.
pause. But
I
like
don't think it's
maybe he was
because he
just out
dumb.
there.
I think it's
Maybe he was
because
testing the waters, bro. Maybe he was like, "Hey, if they fucking with this, it ain't even no big deal."
But
So
hey, that's another thing.
that's
I
not
think
what he was
he
doing.
no funny though. Look, I
just
think
saying, bro.
he was kind of. I think he kind of wanted Rupert to see that
Yeah, I'm about
shit
to
low
say, Slim.
key.
He
He
definitely
did.
wanted Rupert to
He
go along with
did.
that shit.
I think he want it's that's the same shit Phillips said. Like you wanted, he told him that you want another nigga to see this
That's a
shit.
fact. Art Slim
And
Wild.
look, he said you want another nigga to see this shit. And I think what he told him earlier in the movie, he was like, yeah, Rupert would approve of this shit. Like he would be cool with it. He would go along with it intellectually, but he wouldn't actually do it the shit like physically. He would never kill a nigga, but he would be cool with like me, I guess like the plan and us going like he would be
That
cool with
shit
that.
might be gayer than all the gay shit that he did, bro. You
Well, he's
really like
gay, so
you did all. I'm
if
saying though, like you did all this shit to get like the
Approval from a
approval
nigga.
of like a grown college professor, bro.
yes, and now also, but look, also that's not even
Yo,
like to
gay
me.
ass out of
That's
here.
not that's
Uh,
not far fetched though,
I don't
KTL.
think that was they gay for the drummer nigga in that movie we
I
I was
ain't
watched
finna
even
say
about
thought.
that,
his.
Yeah,
Puos. That's
that
not
is
far fetched,
Puos. That's
bro.
gay as fuck. It's not even like having sex with a man gay. That shit just gay.
It's
Is it
not
like
far
yeah? Oh,
fetched,
I see what you're
KTL,
saying.
because
Yeah,
it's
you're right.
people. It's
You're
a
definitely right.
nigga
That shit
trying.
lame as fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I agree, but it's not far fetched because it's a nigga trying to impress one of his former
I
professors.
feel like
Like
it
I
kind
feel
of
like
is
people do
far
that type of
fetched. I
shit all
feel
the
like
time in
that's
the
a
world.
minority of people who would actually do that specific shit. Where it's like that
Yeah,
people do shit to try to impress people, but like it's only the real true sociopaths and whatnot who like motherfuckers. Y'all seen movies like that where it's like serial killers and they leaving messages to like a detective or whatever. It's the Joker and
yeah.
Batman, bro. They leaving shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like so, like for another motherfucker approval or like attention, I guess.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the niggas that think they too smart. Like what Jack the Ripper was doing to the police niggas, like that's some shit like nigga, I'm smarter than you type
That's
shit.
the I'm gonna
I think
return
he
to the
was
scene
just
of
an
the crime type
incel,
shit
bro.
though.
I
Like
feel
it's
like
just
that's what this
bad.
nigga was doing too. It's like I'm
I
He was
smarter
you're
than
just
you
right.
niggas.
He's
Jack
smart,
the
but
Ripper was just an
I
incel,
don't know.
bro.
Is it a
Jack
thing
the
where you
Ripper
could be
got away with
smart
it.
to a fault
He
though?
did.
Cause like he's smart,
Yes,
but it
yes.
ain't smart though. Like
But Puos, I think that goes with ego.
Well, Puos, you didn't see Seven and shit, but like, how would you feel about if a motherfucker
nah,
like
don't
do
tell
that
me I'm
shit
finna
where they?
watch it.
All
Nah, nah,
right,
nah.
you
Chill out.
right.
I'm gonna be honest. That's
It's
seven
been
shit.
2 years, but
That's
like,
seven shit different, KT. I ain't gonna lie. That shit
it
different.
is, bro. That's why I was gonna ask him if like he thought that what Buddy did on there was also like stupid and shit,
Hell
because it's
nah.
really smart, but it's like stupid though.
No, it ain't stupid. We can
It
talk
kind
about
of
that
is, but
later.
yeah.
That's not
Anyway,
stupid at all.
yeah, like I say, I feel like that shit specifically, bro, is like lame, bro. It's weird and lame. It's like you out here putting out yo like decisions and lifestyle and whatever the fuck of yo ideologies and are trying to see if a motherfucker would like approve of that shit. So like what is the if they do, what is the next fucking move? Congratulations. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Ice. I think she said if he was smart, he wouldn't have got caught. I think it's a thing, like Puos was saying. It's a thing where certain people you can be too smart for your own good. Like you think you just so smart that you invincible, but I mean you end up fucking yourself over
It's
by
I'll
like
doing
keep it
the
a
stupid
buck,
shit.
Jurassic
Slim.
Park
That
shit,
shit
like
happened in at
in
least both. We
everything.
haven't talked about the third one, but that them Now You See Me movies, that's exactly what that shit was. Motherfuckers thought they was smart as fuck, and then they got outsmarted.
Yeah, I mean that's
That Jurassic Park
I
shit
think that's a
too.
real
Like
thing.
you smart enough to bring dinosaurs back, but you should also be smart enough to know, nigga, them hoes as big as a bitch, and we can't do nothing if
The
they
bro is
start
big
wilding.
as a bitch.
Like it's I understand the technological fucking advances and shit, but sometimes that shit ain't like when them niggas unfroze Jason. Like, why would you know? he- They got his whole rap sheet up there, and they got 1,000 bodies. Let's bring this nigga back. Why? Why the fuck he bringing this nigga?
He
He
said,
got 1,000
"Why?"
bodies. Fuck wrong with y'all? He put
Oh
him on the
shit.
ship, nigga. Like what the fuck?
On
And
a
also,
ship.
Puos, you know, it's a thing too
Spaceships.
where like so there's a thing where like you could be like I guess educated or you can be intelligent in terms of like scholarly when it comes to like let's say like book smart, I guess you would say.
Hmm.
And
Like common
n-
sense.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Or either call it like street smarts or something.
Yeah.
Like is it I don't think it necessarily goes hand in hand.
That's
So a
definitely
nigga,
true.
a nigga could be very intelligent,
But
but
gullible
still
as hell,
stupid as shit.
or yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them motherfuckers. But
Did y'all see that nigga Rupert was like he pretty much was describing the purge and shit. I'm like, damn, this
Yeah,
nigga
I
did
was
this shit in
thinking that too.
1948.
When he said that shit about the week, the
Yeah, that was
slash a nigga throat
crazy.
week or some shit.
That
I was
nigga
thinking
said
that too.
strangle a nigga Mondays or something like that.
damn, that's what you thought, Puos?
So
He said,
I wanna make this comment because who else? I don't know what your comment was finna be earlier, but I don't like the ending from Rupert's perspective
"Wow,
because an
Heavily,
hour
like
ago, even though I think Bob might have been like saying something about it, but an hour ago, brother, you was just you're condemning this man for the same shit you was saying an hour ago.
we got to talk about
You
this then."
well, hold
Okay,
on now,
go ahead,
Slim,
KTF.
because I'm constantly the one who is the proponent of nah. You better stand on what the fuck you said and did and whatever, and keep that same energy. But you are the one that constantly argues with me that a motherfucker like nah, they can change their opinion and they can feel bad and they can
I agree,
whatever the fuck
KTL.
else. Come on,
But
bro.
look, watch this. Let me paint this, bro. The
Hey,
nigga. So this body happened earlier in the day. Like an hour ago, you was just arguing with this other man about how you think niggas should be able to get killed, and like the superior niggas should be
Wasn't
able
arguing.
to smoke the inferior nigga. Well, they was baiting. He was saying all this shit an hour ago, and now he turned around and he telling Brandon like you trying to play God, nigga. Who made you the nigga? But an hour ago, you was saying the same shit. You
well,
was on the
yeah, but
same.
like it. Keep it a
It's an
buck
hour
though.
ago, bro.
Yeah, but keep it a buck though. Like real, like shit, like this happened in real life, where it's like motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk all this good shit until they really see a dead body type
I
shit.
know, I
You know what I'm
agree, and
saying?
I feel like that nigga was all talk when he was
But
saying that
even
shit.
if that though, let's say the nigga, because he clearly all talk. I think he just how old the white dude was like, bro, this nigga gotta be joking. I think he really was like he just take his shit to the extreme. Because even when he walked in there, he was playing everybody. Like niggas would be like, "What's up?" and he'd be like, "The fuck you happy to
Yeah,
see me for?"
he was
Like he was
joking and
he
shit.
was a hoe. Like he just was like joking the whole.
But
Like
what?
he taking that shit to the next level. And the nigga really did this shit I'm playing about. Like,
I
why
don't
would
think
you?
that
I'm
nigga was
playing, nigga.
playing about it, Puos. I think he
He
really
clearly
believed that
playing.
shit.
Why would you act like that
I'm
if
Well,
you
trying to
really?
let
remember
me
because
ask you a
that
question,
type of
Puos.
shit I've
Mhm.
seen in a movie, but I gotta remember what the fuck it was. Where a
Rupert
motherfucker was
explained
like,
it though.
"That's really matter of fact, bro. That's that Stan shit. That's that shit that Eminem said, and then Stan was like really doing. He was like, "Hey, bro, I just be
Yep.
saying this shit in raps. Like,
Boy, that's a
you
good
really
ass
be
point.
doing this shit? Like,
That was a that was crazy
But
point right
okay,
there.
Puos. But this is what I want to ask
But
you
thank you,
what
sir."
because
can you debate that point though?
what
When
what
he
does
said
Stan what does Stan say?
like how he's like
Slim, you ain't heard Stan,
yeah,
bro.
this is insane.
Yeah, a
Like
long
how
time ago. I don't remember that
well he
shit.
Stan
basically
was like talking
doing
about
this
he
shit,
like he like beat on his wife or whatever the fuck,
cut
and like
himself
yeah, he
and
cut himself and he like do all this
Yeah,
crazy shit that Eminem be
That's Stan
talking
making
about in
his
his
own.
raps.
That's
no,
Stan
but
making his own decisions
Eminem
based
rap
off.
about that like it's cool though. Like it's
Yeah, but
But
and that's what he's saying.
but
He's like,
look,
and
this is the
Eminem's like,
difference.
hey, bro, I say that shit just playing. Like, what the fuck is
But let me
wrong
tell
with
you
you,
the
bro?
difference, Puos. To me, that's Stan making his own decisions, whether or not he based off like what another nigga said. He's choosing to do that shit. He's making his own decisions based off that. And
is there a difference, nigga?
if he's trying to blame hearing somebody else say, "Oh well, you said this," no, you still made that decision
He
yourself
not
at the end of the
blaming
day.
though. He Stan ain't blame shit. He just doing
Yeah,
No,
it.
but you
Eminem was like,
definitely can.
nigga,
but Puos, this
I'm
is
just playing in these raps.
Yeah, I'm
that's
about
what I
to say
say.
you
So
can
this is
definitely get to
Stan.
that realization where you like realize that, hey, like I was really just fucking around. Like people really take this shit serious. People really do this shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So Stan made his own decisions at the end of the day. Them was his own actions. In this situation, Puos, I feel like it's the same thing. However, I feel like this nigga Brandon really believed this shit. He wasn't doing it because of Rupert. He believed this shit, but I also think Rupert believed it too. And what makes me really think Rupert believed it is because before Rupert even got there, Brandon categorized him as the type of nigga that would be on this type of shit. He just wouldn't go through with it. So I kind of believe that
How do
prior
you
to this dinner
Slim
happening, this nigga had to express some of these views
Slim
and
though?
yeah.
Yes, he we know he did that, but you can't just keep going off what this nigga's like or what people say about other people. Just because a nigga say,
But
yeah,
I
you
heard
all
him
gonna be
say
on.
it
I
too.
said I was a mook yesterday, nigga. Just because she said
KTL.
that, that mean
I
it's
mean, my
right.
bad. Who
Well,
else?
hold on, Pools.
I heard him with my own ears say the same shit
And I,
an
and
hour ago.
I heard a lot of us say a lot of crazy stuff in here, but
Come on,
I don't think
bro.
I wouldn't
You
be
ain't
like, nigga, KCL gonna do this or that to somebody just because
that's
he
not the
played
same. Let
before.
me tell you why that's not the same shit. Because sometimes, especially on Discord, we know the environment we was on Discord. Niggas would say shit, and we know Discord is a place where we don't take a lot of shit that people say serious because of the amount of trolling and shit that niggas did on there. That's completely different than
No,
these
it's
niggas
not.
talking about their.
Hey,
I
y'all
don't
don't listen to
because
this
if we're
shit, guys,
talking
bro.
about
You
our
do not do that
worldviews
shit.
amongst
I
peers,
don't know what he's
I'm
talking
not
about.
believing that you're trolling if you're talking about your worldviews.
So when
Not
we
out.
just when we
Yeah.
just chilling and I say some outlandish shit, you just believe that?
But that's
Bro,
the
that don't
so
happen, bro.
this is the problem, Puos.
That does
I feel
happen.
like
Come on, Pools, bro.
Discord is the environment that was created where we expect this type of shit to happen. So if a nigga like the shit that Trey used to say, like obviously I don't believe this nigga like when because I've seen that nigga switch up like
What did
on
he? What are you
Okay,
in
talking
real life.
about, Slim?
you
What did
know
he
what he
used to
talking
You
about.
know
say?
what I'm talking about. But
What did he
this is
used
what
to
I'm
say,
saying,
bro?
Puos.
Great point
This
too.
Discord is a place where I expect for niggas to be outlandish and troll
I
and
mean,
say,
it might be a good point, Pools.
It,
It's just not applicable.
"Hey Bob, can I ask you a question?"
it is though,
What's that?
cause
Not in
So
this.
let me ask
Go
Bob
ahead.
this because I don't necessarily know the extent of like how things go in the different circles. However, you're a part of Discord, right?
Yeah.
And I think you're also a part of a community where y'all do like different debates and things like that.
Yep.
So I'm not really sure like how things work there, but would you say that there is a difference in how, let's say, like you would expect um conversations to go on Discord just casually versus in that specific setting, like the debate setting that y'all have?
I think debates can arise in different fashions. Sometimes you are espousing a view and then somebody disagrees with it genuinely. You both genuinely go back and forth. Sometimes somebody says something with some comedic levity, like a joke, let's say, like we all know capitalism doesn't work, haha. And then
Mhm.
somebody else is just like, what the fuck do you mean, nigga? And then it becomes a real debate. Um, so I would say, yeah, debates happen in different ways, but my sense of watching the scene on the couch with the in the movie was that I think that the college professor one had some impressions about Brandon and Philip from before in the back of his mind. He noticed that things were a little bit weird, their demeanor, all that shit, disposition was weird. And presenting it like it was joking, he engaged in a kind of speech where it sounds like he's espousing some values that he holds. Whereas I think what he was doing was speaking like a hypothetical perspective of somebody who kills because they think they're better. And it's not it's not so much that he was really trying to debate so much as he kind of baited Brandon into running defense for the ideas, right? Like, and I think that's also part of what makes Rupert kind of a genius, right? He says things in such a way that like the truth just kind of comes out of people, right? And
Mhm.
that was what I think his goal was there to say, you know, because some people are like inferior, right? And they just kind of deserve to be, you know, the inferiors deserve to be scrubbed out by the superiors, right? And funny thing enough, right? Um, the father gets involved and says, "So you believe in Nietzsche's notion of the Ubermensch, right, or the Superman, right?" He goes, "Yeah, you know, there's some people that are just like made superior compared to the inferiors," and he says, "Well, so was Hitler, right?" And then he gets uncomfortable. He's like, no, Hitler. I mean, he's a special case, you know, but you know, like so. I think it was just bait set out by a really inquisitive and perceptive person when somebody was acting super weird, and so I kind of just want to see what happens when I poke at them, You know, if you ask,
So you don't think he believed any of the like values and things that he was saying?
no, and I think toward the end of the movie, he even
You're
says
saying
something
he was
akin to
the
like,
Exactly.
ultimate devil's advocate, pretty much?
exactly. Well, in terms of the conversation, absolutely.
Mm,
I
And
swear I was gonna say that shit like 2 minutes ago, but I just let
at
it slide.
the yeah, at the end of the movie, I think he also expressed after the confrontation was complete and he had seized control of the gun that, you know, I've been through a lot of shit in my life, or like I've had experiences and stuff like that. And I thought that the remedy to that would be to arm myself with like an indomitable sense of logic and reason, right? Because if I could
mhm.
just rationalize the way that like evil functions or whatever, it can shield me from the grave horror that it is in reality. But today, now, having seen it unfolded, I can't sit here and intellectually masturbate with you, bro. You you
Hey
literally
Bob,
just committed cold murder. Like
so look,
fuck all the talk.
I
Yeah.
see your point. I see
Intellectually
your point.
masturbate.
I see your point there, and I can agree with it to an extent. However, what I'm getting from the context of these different conversations is that, like what you said, like he could have most certainly been just playing devil's advocate for the sake of like trying to bait Brandon into, doing what he did in terms of that conversation. But I'm led to believe that he had to express these type of views before this dinner party even happened. So what would you say, like previously? Was he still just being like, you think he was just devil's advocate previously, or was it something that he actually was
I mean, he's a
preaching
college
before?
professor, bro. He damn near has to
No,
be at that
I,
point.
yeah, I think he's just familiar with the way that like evil people thought historically throughout the years because this
I
caricature,
think we
I mean,
giving him too much credit.
it goes all the way
I don't
back to
think so.
Machiavelli. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who's, I guess, like collegiate in
Mhm.
the humanities knows that like conceptions of like evil fucking dictators, rulers, people with power, evil, people, they have like this disposition of like thinking that people are inferior. Some people are just inferior, some people are superior. And so I think he just had the literature to kind of fill in the blanks and like riff, for Brandon there. So I mean, I
I just don't know because, like,
Mhm.
well, yeah, I don't know.
But Slim, like for example, you can kind of like I don't want to. I never used the term before, but like gaslight a motherfucker into something. Like we know, you niggas know, I didn't think SK and these type of niggas is good, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna say little bullshit I don't believe just to fuck
Mhm.
with them to that nigga to hype them type shit.
I'm gonna
I
be
think
honest, bro.
I
he was
don't
doing
think you.
that.
I
In
don't
here,
think you do that. Well,
nobody that
go ahead.
exists on this podcast is more of devil's advocate material than K Slim. Like nobody needs to explain
That's
this shit
true.
to him,
You're
bro.
right,
Slim
but
be arguing half the time about shit he doesn't really believe and doesn't care about, just
I feel
that's
because
like
not
we
he's
all
true.
do
presenting
that.
a dissenting
That's
opinion.
not true, KTL.
That's
Sometimes I will.
100% true, bro. I
No,
know you
I will take the other side just to put it out there,
fuck with people, yeah.
but no,
Do it
that's
just
not
to
true.
have a debate sometime. Like
Yeah,
nigga,
I agree, Pools. But see, what I'm having a hard time like really going for with that is because if Pools, if you're like me and you having a conversation, like the shit that Trey, like I don't want to bring up Trey, but if we're having that conversation just in regular, like we say we mic'd up, like I'm not agreeing with this nigga on that shit ever. However, shut up, KJ. I'm never ever agreeing with the shit
that's
that
you
nigga
though.
say, and I don't think you are either.
I'm not. But listen, let's say this. Let's say we had
What are we
somebody
talking
who
about? Whether
agree
or
with
not
him.
he's a devil's advocate or something?
No, we're talking about
Slim's
But let's say,
arguing.
okay, Trey don't
He
really mean
literally
that shit.
lost track of what he's talking about.
no, I didn't want to
I know
say
what he's.
it.
What?
Let's say Trey.
I didn't
We
want to
know
say it,
Trey don't
KJ.
really mean it. You said you seen him switch up. He just be playing. But what if it
Yeah.
was a nigga in here like on that with him? Like, yeah, nigga, I be on that too. Like, I'd be doing the same thing. Like
But
and then Trey keep fucking with him every time he talk to him. Like, yeah, remember? And the nigga like, yeah, I'm really a do that to these people.
I'm more, but I'm
He just
These
more,
he
people.
but
just
I'm
fucking
more
with him to see.
inclined.
Listen,
I'm more
yeah,
inclined to like to see it as trolling on Discord. Let's say we had this conversation in like an academic setting. I'm gonna take a nigga at face value in an academic setting. If we not on the internet like how we be on the internet, then it's like okay, I can believe this nigga. So I don't believe none of the shit y'all
You
say.
don't think
That's
the
a
nigga
fine point. I
say that in
mean,
real life though? Like
no,
playing with
it's
his
a
I
fine
body
don't.
and
point.
shit?
Go ahead.
Because I think context does matter, and under ordinary circumstances, like neurotypical, average, well-adjusted people are extremely familiar with the context they're speaking to somebody in. So even if a dark humor joke, like the inferior must be wiped out, huh? It's kind of like a yeah, haha, or like Hitler or something, right? And you just kind of pass on. But that's, I guess, the genius of the moment, right? It's like these guys who supposedly aren't up to no good, they're just looking extremely uncomfortable for no reason. Like
Mhm.
they just like went hard as fuck trying to run defense on that. Like
I just feel like he was one of them too, and I feel like at the end is when he maybe it was because of what
You
the
don't.
dad said, but I think he was really I
Come
think
on.
he believed that shit, bro.
I'll
Like
Nobody
tell you,
lives
I'll
like
tell you
that,
that
bro.
I think he was somebody that sat in a very agnostic space about his moral convictions. Because on the one hand, I mean, upright, law-abiding citizen. On the other hand, understands the motivations behind true evil. But what he needed to like concretize and like really like establish his moral view was to be faced with the evils that he's only read about up until that point.
mhm.
And that was my interpretation there.
Hey,
It could
Pulse,
be wrong.
I'll say it like this, bro. Like what you said about how you can like these type of things can be said in real life too. Yeah. However, the shit that y'all say on Discord, like in my entire life, like I've never been around people in real life that's really saying these things just like freely and openly. So, like if a nigga say that shit like in like what Luno said, like generally, like people don't just talk like that.
This is
And
why though. Like, my bad for cutting you off, but
no, you good.
yeah, like if I'm on a date with a bitch my first night with her or whatever, I would never talk like that, bro. But after 6, 7 months, I might start
Well, some
being
dark humor,
You're
dark
yeah,
jokes,
like
dark
nigga,
crazy, bro.
conversations.
South
Yeah, of
Park,
course.
Family Guy, and all that. Like you was watching
Bro, you're
Hospital Chronicles and
crazy.
all that type. Like of course,
But Pools, I don't like they these niggas is talking about like murdering niggas in real life. I don't have you ever had well nah because you ain't no murderer
yes.
like that. Oh no, so
I thought you
you
was
had you
gonna say like partners who play like that.
no because I think that's different. Like I'm not
Oh my bad.
viewing
Well,
them
what you was
as
gonna ask? Fuck you was gonna ask?
maybe, but I
Come
ain't
on, bro.
viewing these niggas as I don't know, maybe it's just how I'm viewing them. But I'm
Uh-huh.
not viewing them as like how me, you, KTL, but I'm not viewing them how we talk to each other. I'm not viewing them that same way.
So you
I
don't talk
I
to
feel
like
like that's
your
a
real life
professional.
partners the way you talk to us?
I don't think that's they real life
It's
partners.
not a professional setting. To be clear, that was a casual gathering. It was somebody
Yeah,
being
yeah, but I
inviting
meant
people.
as the professor.
He holds him in high esteem, but once you've graduated, you're effectively both private citizens, and you're free to regard each other however you want.
That's true. He told
Just
him that.
because you hold somebody in high respect doesn't necessarily mean that once you're outside of an authority structure, that like you're just gonna be still subservient or still beholden to them. You're gonna
You're right,
obviously.
Bob. I just don't talk to, let's say, like if it's like I see like a teacher or some shit that I had in school, I don't talk to them the same way I talk to Puos.
But
Look,
if
Or
you was
I'll
the
tell
same way.
like
a
a
teacher,
short thing. I won't take too long on it. But
go ahead.
pause. When I was in community college, one of the biggest inspirations I had for psychology was one of my psych teachers, my abnormal psych teacher, because he was a practicing therapist, but he was also like a full-time teacher. So this dude like had like a huge workload, and he would do both. So he was not only teaching this shit but putting it into practice. So after I like graduated, or like after I graduated and I was going to a different school or whatever, I came to for career advice and shit like that, right? But he would
Mhm.
also like throw in like things he wouldn't have said to me if I was still a student. He would say things like, "Don't get distracted by these sluts out here. Nowadays it's fucking crazy." Like he says things like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mhm.
like if I was still his student, he probably wouldn't talk to me that way, right? But he's just
Mhm.
like keeping it real because we're no longer. So all I'm saying is that the way that I'm looking at the context of this film is that this is supposed to be like a casual gathering between people who are familiar, and you know what I'm saying, the reactions that we see out of them should be judged whether or not that's normal given the context. Would two people who are literally up to all good intentions, positive, perfect things, seriously like have a freak reaction when somebody talks about you killing a chicken to eat? Like, even if it did traumatize you, like there's a
Can
certain
I ask you
point where
something, Luno?
I
yeah.
also don't think that's enough to make this nigga think, oh, y'all killed a
I
nigga.
just also think that like I may not be just traumatized by it, but I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, get your weird ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is you talking about, dog?
Now, here's the thing, right? You ever have a situation pop up in your life where you're with somebody or you're in somebody's presence and they're shifty, like way more shifty than necessary?
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
If
tell.
they're not diagnosed with anxiety, you mistrust that person instinctively because people
Yeah.
are only shifty like that when there's something going on. So, sure, he may not have known until he literally found the hat with the nigga's initials in it that they were the ones
Mhm.
behind it.
Yeah, he saw
But
that for sure.
He
he
was pressing
did
them the whole
definitely
time.
suspect that something was up, you know?
Hmm.
And he did his questioning according to that, and I think Philip absolutely folded. I mean, when he said something like, "Oh, I heard some of the talking over there, and I guess you guys are trying to set something up with Kenneth and Janet or whatever," and he just laughed. He laughed like, "Oh, thank God he didn't figure out the actual truth." And then the nigga immediately was like, "Oh, was I far off or something from the truth?" Instantly back on his ass, right?
He, he
I ain't
told
gonna
that
lie, bro.
nigga.
That nigga Philip made me laugh when that nigga threw the glass on the ground. That nigga say
Yeah,
cat and mouse, cat and mouse.
that nigga was pissed.
That nigga was pissed.
He told that nigga, "Hey, bro, why did you lie, nigga? We know you choked that chicken,
Yeah,
bro."
yeah. See, and that's the thing that I was just saying too. Like, had he not lied, I think Rupert would have been a little less suspicious too. Like, this nigga knows that you actually choked the chicken. Why are you saying you never
Hey,
choked?
Oh
You'll
yeah,
never.
and that's pause too. But this another thing I was gonna say though, Bob. Like you said, it's a casual setting, but I don't think it was like that. I think like these people know each other. Like for this professor to know that, and
Some of them.
the old girl that had messed with three of the niggas who was supposed to be like these,
That's
they
crazy.
partners, low
yeah,
key.
that
Like
is kind of wild.
yeah, they
So,
all other than the older lady and dude pops, they know each other. So let's say all of us in here, whatever, we kicking it, and then two random people pop in, we still probably gonna talk like we usually talk. It's just two new people in there, so they gonna have to either get with the program or get up out of here. Like
Hey, look,
it,
I don't feel bad for Philip either. She said, "Poor Philip." I don't feel bad for that nigga.
yeah, Philip was a
Nigga was
goofy
a willing participant in this shit.
I mean, I
and
don't
a
feel
drunk.
bad for him per se. I mean, he's a bitch and he was being fucking used, strung along by the puppet strings to do all the stuff where and he had a conscience too, which actually
I
sucks.
don't know, bro. I don't think you can say you getting strung along, bro. You in there because you won't be there. You
He was
did
in there
that
because he
shit, bro.
wanted to be there, but after he did it, then he had the
Nah, it's
regrets,
too
which
late
I
for
don't.
that.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's too
about
late.
like I said, bro. The easiest way to not get caught for murder is don't fucking murder nobody, bitch.
Manipulation,
Stand
manipulation
on it.
can occur even if somebody wills to be in a situation to be manipulated. In fact, that's just kind of Stockholm syndrome now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
But
do
Is
feel
that
like I do feel like Brandon.
is that not
Like,
ass?
it
as
is.
as
yeah,
far
but
as me
it's a
judging
real
the
thing though
character
for sure.
aesthetically, of course, aesthetically, I'm gonna
I'm
say
just
he's an
saying, like
ass
you as
person.
a person. Yeah, I'm about to say, like you, like I feel like that just makes you a weak individual if that's
It's a lot
capable
of
of
weak
happening to you.
individuals in the
Sure,
world.
but the thing that makes us strong individuals is like multifaceted. We have like good support systems of people that we can trust to relay our feelings to safely without judgment. We have like lifetime successes, like we're financially stable, we have a place to live, roof over our head. There's a lot of things that operate in the background to give you this so-called stability. But when we see people that are weak, like to just call them face value weak without trying to analyze, well, what gets somebody to that point, I think is wasteful, right? Because
That's
I mean,
what.
at
Go
the end
ahead.
of the day, somebody says something like, I killed my family because, I was sad, or I killed my family because, I was pressured at school. Like, yeah, that's weak. But why the fuck do you have this fragile constitution? What happened in your upbringing to do this? Like,
That
you
is
know,
what the young people call nowadays wiggity wiggity
I
whack.
Hey, she said Philip is tiny compared to Brandon. Like if that was now Philip damn near on the spectrum. But Philip was painted as like a highly intelligent individual too. Maybe he was just like
Just
easily
influence, man.
he was easily
Influenced.
influenced, yeah.
Come on, man.
Which
You
make
don't
him a bit
we
you
could
uh
can't
really
easily
take
influence
a,
a grown man to murder your partner, bro.
you
Like
could,
y'all know this man.
yes you
Like why
yeah.
can.
y'all
They first off,
well you
Puos,
can,
keep
yeah,
in
but
mind, I'm gonna go back to it. They're gay together.
Come on, bro.
So I think that is a very important factor.
You have to bring that back up,
I
bro.
I
don't
think
know.
that's an important factor.
My
I don't
girl
think that
can't
means nothing.
convince me to kill my partner
Yeah,
in
but
Yeah,
real
that's
life.
no,
but
that's a
that's
fact,
you.
Pulse.
Yeah. So let's flip it. Do y'all not know? Do y'all not know like females that would do all kind of shit for certain niggas?
Yep.
Yeah, and vice versa too. I'm sure it's some
Yeah,
niggas,
it's
a lot
niggas
of
that do
niggas who.
certain.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I think it's
You're
the
right.
same. They just happen to be same sex.
You're right.
Yeah,
It ain't like they was just home. Like, yeah,
they're
you're right.
implied to be gay. The
Shout
movie
out
actually
all the
got
Pulse
banned.
gay partners, man.
That's kind of crazy that they
Yeah.
banned the
Shout out
movie, but
to
like Bob said, back in the day, they wasn't really going for that.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring up sleepaway camp. KTA, you know what I'm talking about. We gonna say that because that might get recommended.
Hey, let me tell you another thing about this that I did not like. Man, it's 1948, so I don't know if I don't know like niggas giving it a pass or what. Bro, that was the weakest struggle for a gun I've ever seen in my life. I hated it. Shit was ass.
Yeah, why Brandon didn't go over there and punch that nigga in the back of his head? Like, go
Or
help him.
or why Philip didn't like attack that nigga when he had his back turned and shit with the gun and shit. I don't know, but I'm talking about the struggle pools when they was fighting over the gun. That shit was
Yeah,
weak as a
I
that
would have
was
hit
weak as
this nigga
hell.
in his head though. Like, this nigga want to get caught, bro. He wanted to get caught, bro.
He definitely did, bro. Like that was just his
I,
fucking
I
hey,
uh
think Brandon
we
he wanted Rupert to know, but that
can
fucking
we
fight was ass.
can we talk about the ending for a second? When Rupert, when they have that large speech exchange and all that shit leading to the final scene, right? Where Rupert has the gun and he shoots it
yeah, he
like out the
blicked
window.
out the fucking window.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I ain't
so
like that
so
either, really.
so yeah, the ending was a
He was
little.
trying to get the cops, Slim.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
I ain't really like how that went down.
What you would have
Yeah,
did?
yeah,
Well, this
why
the thing,
why?
KT. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know now. I think all three of them going to jail.
Yeah. You
How?
can't
Yeah.
just let a gun go off in a public place,
Well,
bro.
Pujols, like, how would
Or
this
not
nigga not go
public
to
place,
jail?
but you know.
He
He up there
probably
with him.
spent. He probably what you? Oh, they gonna put pin it on him?
Yeah.
Pause.
Well, I don't know how you just let a nigga say these two did that. Hey, hell
I
nah, nigga.
mean,
We
he
all
could.
up here.
Yeah,
I don't
what to
know.
say?
He could say
You
he
outnumbered,
arrived
bro.
after everybody though. Like the
How do you
house guest.
prove that?
They didn't have
House guest, nigga.
fingerprints back then, bro. They didn't have nothing.
They
It
had to
was
have
it was
fingerprints.
4 niggas there before he got there.
Slim,
Kate,
that
Pujols,
shit
but
was
hey,
Pujols, the
literally
nigga got his hands on the gun right now.
75 years
He
ago,
wiped the
bro.
prints off. I seen that shit.
Did he? I
Oh,
don't
he
remember.
still had his hand on the gun, but either way though, like the nigga got there and he just pretty
I
much said
think that nigga going to jail too,
he
bro.
figured it out, bro. The hat said DK on it, like nigga.
Yeah, I agree. And he's sitting up there. It's all three of them sitting up there. I think he going to jail too.
I don't think so
How can he get out? In your opinion,
because like I'm sure the witnesses, not the witnesses,
witnesses
not the witnesses, but the house guests would have been like, yeah, them niggas was acting strange, and I do believe they did this.
that ain't proof.
That's better than two gay niggas trying to put some on a nigga. Pause.
No, it's not.
Hey,
Not if the
man.
police don't know shit.
Bro, if it's
It's been
three
a
All
other
three of
crazy
people,
y'all up
episode,
here.
bro.
they was just talking about like, I don't know, bro.
All three of y'all up here,
Niggas
bro. I ain't
don't
gonna
want me
lie.
to take the books off the fucking chest, bro.
That's
Niggas,
cool, Pools. That's word of mouth.
it's a rope there too, ain't it? Oh, he touched the rope.
Well,
with their
word of
Word,
mouth
prints,
is
with their
yeah, that
pretty.
nigga
prints.
touched
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, he
Okay,
might
Word
word
go
of
of
to
mouth
mouth.
is
jail.
going to be
It's all
pretty
right.
crucial to how you
Fingerprints didn't
determine.
exist back then, bro.
Nah, I mean, because there's a lot of moving factors. For example, like I think part of like the way police would investigate it is partly how we also like kind of see the road narrowing for Brandon because, like, for example, when they were speculating about David's whereabouts and stuff, oh shit, David's mom called or whatever, said that she called literally every other conceivable place that he could be, and they said that he wasn't there. That's kind of how
Let
investigations
me ask you
work.
a question, Bob,
Yeah.
because he said something. Rupert said something specific. I don't know if y'all like believed it or not, but he said that what was her name? The girl,
Mhm.
David's fiance.
Mhm.
I don't remember what her name was, but he said that she was over there talking with Kenneth about David and then might have, I mean Brandon and them might have
Yeah.
kidnapped David and all this,
Yeah.
and he said that he didn't believe it, but then he said until he saw the gun in his pocket, and it made him saying like, nigga had that as like protection for like nigga getting found out or some shit.
What about
So
this, Slim?
do y'all
Oh, go
think he
ahead. My bad.
didn't believe that shit? Like Janet, yeah, my bad. I don't. I might. I don't know if I take him at what he said. He didn't believe that kidnapping shit, Bob.
But if you the dude Janet X, the nigga who was like trying to
Kenneth.
shoot at, yeah, he was Brandon told that nigga, hey man, I don't think David gonna I think you gonna have a good chance tonight. Like, bro, that's come on, my nigga. What do
How
you
can,
mean? How
but
do you know he not gonna
how
be
do
here?
you prove that this nigga, what's his name, Rupert was not on it? And I'm not saying that I didn't do it, Puos, but how you know this nigga wasn't in on it too, Kenneth?
Well,
I,
all you would do is just, as the investigators or whatever, determine his whereabouts at the most likely time of the crime, yo.
yeah,
You
I
do
think he
that
going
too.
to jail.
And
Look,
then them niggas, that Brandon nigga love that nigga so much. He probably would just say, man, we
hell
get it,
nah,
man.
man. Look, I was supposed to get away with this shit. You think I'm finna just let
Bro,
you
he
get off
didn't
now?
want to get away with it, bro.
Hey,
Well, okay, Puos, but he also didn't want to go to jail either.
You sure, bro? Cause that nigga was
Yes, the nigga was planning to. They was planning to leave town.
my nigga. You don't murder a nigga and throw a party over
He
his
did not know
dead
this
body.
Rupert nigga was finna like
You don't throw a
have this
party over a
reaction.
dead nigga body, Slim, and don't and say you didn't want to go to. You putting
Puos,
the rope. You murdered a nigga with on books and all kind
yes,
like
Brandon do. Yes, he do.
he want to go to jail, Slim. He
He
don't
don't
care.
want to go to jail, bro. He want to commit. You heard the nigga. What he was bragging about is committing the perfect murder or the perfect crime and
Man.
getting away with it.
He was showing the pocket rocket the whole time. Like, bro, I'm not gonna let you know I got this gun. Like he was holding that whole like, hey, look, bro, look, I got a gun, my nigga. Like, look at this
Hey,
hoe.
he never. I don't think he ever thought that nigga Rupert would get that gun, Puos.
Bro, he put it down. Like, bro, either way,
He
he
put it
why
down
show
because
this nigga,
he was trying to show that nigga, hey, look, we good, we cool. I ain't doing nothing with this.
why are you showing me your gun? Like, why you got your hand in your I know what that is, nigga. Like, I know what you're doing.
Cause I'm gonna shoot this nigga if he find out, bro. I think
He
that's what he was
clearly
on.
know. He was trying to like, bro, I'm finna shoot it, but he ain't really want to. Why would you put the gun down, bro? You finna like, what are you?
He
I
put
don't
it
know.
down because the nigga, he called him. The nigga was like,
Okay.
nigga, I see
When
the
he's
gun.
struggling with
Philip,
Philip, why he ain't smack Buddy in the back of his head? Like jump
he
this
should
nigga.
have.
Like what the fuck is
They
you
both,
doing?
yeah, they
He
both. I
want to
think
go
they
to
both should have did.
jail.
I think they both should have did that.
He want to
I
go to
was gonna
jail.
say that
So
earlier
Puss, do
too.
you think Philip should have? He wanted to go to jail too, just because he didn't
Hell
attack the
no.
nigga.
Hell no.
I think they both should have attacked the nigga when he wasn't looking.
Bro, Philip tried. Philip tried to tear
Yeah,
that nigga out.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga. First off, the way that Philip, that shit, he didn't sneak up on that nigga at all. Philip was looking at Brandon, but the nigga didn't sneak at all. That's
Man.
why I say that struggle was ass.
When he
The way
threw
he
that
got that
glass
gun from
down,
Philip was
like
trash.
when he threw that glass down, Philip was pretty much saying, "Bro, let's beat this nigga ass." Like, what are
But
you
why
like?
he ain't
What are
do
we? Why are we
something?
playing with this
So
nigga?
why
Like,
he
let's,
ain't do something,
cause
bro?
he had the
Swing,
pocket rocket.
pop off first,
Why would I pop off when this nigga got the gun? Shoot this nigga,
bro. It's two of y'all. It don't matter.
bro. If you don't shoot this nigga, bro,
That
you got the
nigga Philip
gun.
wasn't on shit, bro.
Man, Philip wanted to beat Buddy ass, bro.
He should have did.
Brandon
Oh
wanted to
my
go to
god.
jail, bro.
I think Brandon was gonna shoot that nigga,
they
bro.
say
If he would
something
have.
might happen to him there, bro.
He probably owned that.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. What else we got with this movie?
Well,
I mean,
that
that's
nigga
about
had
it,
a.
honestly.
They don't want to talk about his legendary speech. Like he had a look stirred. That nigga was going crazy.
Nah, I mean, I kind of visited it a few times, but nigga was just like, hey, man, I done thought it through. I kind of know how these evil motherfuckers think. And I thought, maybe there is some wiggle room. Maybe it is all subjective. But after watching your crazy ass, nah, you're just an evil fucking maniac, son. And you be saying all type of shit to justify it.
Damn, he called Buddy a maniac.
Yep. And so I do think at the end he definitely said you guys are gonna die and didn't kill them. But when he said kill, I think what he meant was like that essence of like evil or whatever would die on that day and shit like that, because nobody else would have to, I don't know, put up with it from these niggas or whatever.
Did y'all think it was fire? Like after he popped them shots off, and everybody knew the police was coming. That nigga Brandon just started getting fucked up, and Philip just started playing the
Playing the
piano. Like nigga,
piano.
this is my last time I can do this shit. Fuck it.
And it's kind of like there was foreshadowed too, because that nigga Brandon at the beginning of the film was like holding a glass, and he was like, "Damn, this should be saved for posterity," you know, like
Bro,
this
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 nigga
is gonna
should
be
have
the
never got
last
the gun,
cup
bro.
that nigga ever drank out of.
This nigga should have never got the gun, bro. Was that not a weak ass struggle?
Yeah, it was weak as hell.
Considering he used to be their professor, he should be older than them by a pretty good amount. So the fact that Unc was able to like wrestle a gun out of a younger dude's hands is
It
pretty
wasn't
pathetic.
even
Matter if
good
he was fucked up
wrestling.
though.
That's a fact. But it wasn't
Niggas
even
ever
good
been fucked
wrestling.
up before? Like you can't do
Nothing
nothing
was
fucked up.
Oh yeah,
sparkling,
he was drunk as hell, huh?
in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Old man would have beat Buddy ass in there if he wanted to.
Cat and mouse, cat and mouse.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Nigga got
That
pissed.
nigga was pissed.
Nigga said, bro,
That shit
stop playing,
fire.
bro. Like this fucking
Hey, he
game.
right though, cause that shit. I think it was kind of fire what they was doing, but they was definitely playing this game. Cat and
Yeah.
mouse. That nigga Phillip was sick of that shit.
Stop playing, bro. Nigga, you know if we killed this
This
nigga or
shit
not. Stop
serious,
playing,
nigga.
bro. I'm drunk as fuck over here, nigga.
That nigga broke the glass.
That nigga was I ain't strangled no chicken, bro. Stop playing, man.
Then he
Like,
admitted.
yo,
Then he admitted to the nigga like, yeah, nigga, I did, cause
What was his
he already
reason for
knew.
lying? I forgot.
Bro said he did that.
He's
that shit
stupid.
that shit just made the whole situation way hotter than
He's
it had to be,
stupid.
bro.
Like, what you
Like,
lying for? Yeah,
Nigga,
that's the thing
I
right
don't
there.
think the lie was
They get a
stupid.
nigga antennas like turned up, bro.
I don't think the lie was
What?
stupid.
Antennas, KTL.
nigga
That's
was
not how
on
you
some
pronounce
shit,
that
man.
word, bro.
Antennas, nigga.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I don't think the lie was dumb. Like, even if it was the case that you never, in fact, strangled a chicken, bro is just coming up with an alibi for why you can't eat chicken at this stupid fucking party. So can you just let him make some shit up since you guys just committed
That's
a homicide?
true,
Like, damn.
Bob, and I get it. Like what he was so like on edge about like
Or just eat the
strangling this
fucking
nigga.
chicken, bro.
He was on edge about strangling the nigga, so he was like, I ain't strangled shit. However, I think the lie was the only reason I think the lie was stupid is because it's a nigga in here that know you strangled a chicken. And so I feel like that's what made the nigga suspicious. Like, nah, this nigga, what this nigga saying here, never strangle a chicken. I know he did this shit. I think that kind of make a nigga like think like, what the fuck this nigga got going on, lying and shit. So that's that's how I look at it. I think that he shouldn't have did that.
All right,
And that's rope.
let's pass an hour. Let's just do the final ratings.
Alright.
F Dub said he got a phone call, so I don't know if he sent his shit to anybody. Pause.
Nah,
All right.
We'll go first, man.
you said who going first?
Yeah, I said who wanna go first? I'll
Don't
go.
matter.
Fuck it. I'll go. That shit was to me, I said nothing was fired at her. I would have to disagree. Like I keep telling niggas, I don't need crazy action no more, bro. Like a great conversation is good enough for me now. Like and that's all this was. A conversation trying to figure some shit out. Oh, you said this. Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, nigga, we like to murder people. We don't like to murder people. It was fire, bro. And it was only fucking an hour and 20 minutes, bro. Nigga, watched that shit. Got up out of there. Great. Damn, she said 3.3. That shit is insane.
Damn.
Yo, I'm gonna give it a 9 though.
Yeah, the youth is cooked. Dope ass movie. I think it looked real beautiful. I think it shot really well. Love the one take style of production. Really good dialogue. Well well made characters. I think nobody felt like they played a useless role here. Everybody was just like a part of the big puzzle of like unraveling the truth behind what these niggas did. I think that they set it up really well. I think that the movie was paced good. 1 hour 20, bro. That's no time at all. That was worth my $3. I rented it for YouTube.
Facts.
No music. Like the only music in the shit was the music that was played on the piano. So that's tough to me. And then I think this movie opens up mad crazy conversations, like more so than what we might have even covered here today. I think it's something that you could watch again and just like try to catch shit. Like you could probably sit down and like find a lot of different nuances and shit that you didn't realize on your first watch. Um, it really is probably a masterpiece, to be honest. Um, I'll get us 1 and 9 as well. I don't know. I don't think there's any reasonable digs I can truly make at this movie, apart from maybe that maybe there was a little bit more that could have been done as far as like making an impression, where like sometimes with movies you want something definite and like wild to happen after a large like quiet to like sort of be climactic, but the climax here is a little bit more implied, which is fire. Like you got to kind of follow along. Like when things heat up, the energy that the movie is giving you is no different from the calm moments. So it's definitely like a master class. I think I like this one better than 12 Angry Men. So I'll get us a
Damn.
9.
Yeah, Art said a 9.7.
Bet. Also, if them two niggas in Funny Games were in the situation that Brandon and Philip was in, where this nigga was really close to uncovering the truth, they would have instantly been on this nigga ass. Like
Yeah.
actually either shot him, got rid of him, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
They would have
yeah,
bodied the fuck
They
out
was
that
on
nigga.
action.
They would have tortured that nigga.
yeah, they would have never, ever, ever let shit get to that point, bro. Just saying.
Niggas would have never left that apartment, bro. Nobody
Absolutely
would have
not.
left that. Oh,
Hell yeah.
KTL.
All right, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't watched this fucking movie, bro. This on you. Sir.
Oh,
did a
he
good
really didn't
job.
watch it.
Seemed
That's
like he
crazy.
did. Good job.
Thanks,
That nigga
Pools.
willfully
He's a
didn't watch
veteran
it. That's crazy.
podcaster, bro. Well, it wasn't hey, Slim. It wasn't. It was out of my control. These uncontrollable circumstances, bro. There was just no way for me to watch it. But it sounds like it was good, man. Good,
I was
good shit.
wondering, like, this nigga usually talk way more than this shit. What the fuck going on?
Mm.
Nigga ain't want to watch the
I
movie,
think I
fool.
was talking a good bit, bro. Like I just, unfortunately, there was some shit out of my control. I couldn't watch the movie,
Hey,
bro.
KTL, she got a strange request for you. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
Want you to
Yeah,
drop
I
down
don't
and
know
get
what
your
that.
eagle on, bro.
Why?
Yeah, this nigga ain't watched the movie, Art. All right, so I go. Personally,
Shut
hold
up,
on.
bitch. Not you, Slim. I'm
Wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait,
Art.
wait.
Slim shit is
Yo,
fucked
yo,
up, but
yo,
you
yo,
shut up
yo,
too.
yo, yo, yo. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, my shit. Hey, I'm good. My bad.
Give it my
Hey, I
rating.
said, I said y'all can use her rating for my rating, so that's fine, bro.
No.
Nah, we
It's a
good.
3.3.
No, we good. So, this movie, I agree with Puos. The runtime, Bob, one of y'all said the runtime was really good, 120. That shit was light. I fuck with it. The movie too, like the movie kept my attention throughout. So it was better than I expected going into it because I didn't know what to expect. This is the oldest movie I've ever seen, so I didn't really know what to expect from it. However, it kept my attention. It visually it looked good to say it was almost 80 years ago. Like it wasn't like I don't know what I expected it to be. And this was his first movie that he ever did in color. So I mean, to me, that shit stand up to today. Like it ain't like unbearable to watch or nothing like that. Personally, as far as the story goes, it was alright. It was straight. They did a little bit with like building tension. It was cool. I think that with it being from 1948, like it probably was a big like innovative type of thing back then. I'm not really sure what a lot of movies prior to 1948 were really like. So yeah, I don't but I'm sure that this was a big movie, a big thing. Alfred Hitchcock, he's one of the premier niggas when it comes to um as far as directors go, especially in that time period back in the day. So it's definitely critically acclaimed. However, it's is some aspects about it that I didn't like. I think the Rupert character, uh to me, I think it was a little bit forced with him just knowing this shit like from the jump. Like even if he didn't fully know, I feel like just them being jumpy and shit, and a nigga like acting weird. I don't think that's enough for a nigga to suspect that they murdered a nigga.
Slim, I don't see how you like if a nigga just keep dropping hints of they did something. Like, how is it like strange for
But
somebody
but
to
but
be like,
I but I see viewer bias with that, Puos, because the last thing that I'm just gonna suspect out of nowhere is a nigga killed the nigga. Especially when from my perspective, I'm just pulling up and I'm hearing niggas say, "Oh yeah, David's supposed to be here. He coming later." And they saying like, "Oh, the nigga was at the club and he gonna be here." Like, I think the last thing I'm gonna suspect is a nigga in this house killed a
what
nigga
if
that
you
they keep saying
um
is on his way or some shit.
what if you try to put a hat on and then a lady stop you and you see David initials on the hat? You
But I
still,
think that's but I think that's at the like towards the end of the movie. I'm talking about
yeah,
before
that's what
that.
made him come back
I'm gonna
though.
keep it a buck, bro.
Yeah,
If anybody, if
I agree
Slim
with
try to
that,
put a
bro.
hat on and anybody try to stop him, he gonna try to fight them.
Good joke,
Like, ain't
KT.
nobody
All right,
getting in the
so
way of
so
Slim like
Puos,
that.
I'm not talking about him coming to that conclusion at the end of the movie. I'm saying like I kind of felt like he was onto the shit early on, and maybe he wasn't. Because I think Bob was saying like maybe the nigga didn't fully know. So maybe he didn't. I just felt like um some of the shit, like, yeah, like they being weird. It's some tells here, kind of like
Bro,
with the way Philip was acting, but it ain't enough for me to just assume like, yeah, this
why
nigga
would you?
putting all this shit together.
I know
Like,
this your rating and shit, but I just final questions and shit like with all those hints with this nigga saying shit, David ain't
mm,
gonna come, bro. So you can go fuck with his bitch. All this type of me putting the hat on, even though that might have been the last straw. Me putting the hat on and it got this nigga initials. Why is his hat here, bro? Like what?
but
What? How
but
do you know he
but
not gonna be here? Why is his hat here?
but
Why is this
Puos,
nigga tripping? Why he drunk as fuck on this
You
piano?
keep talking about a point that's like later than what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when the nigga at the at the piano talking to Philip, the hat shit don't happen at that point.
But
So
he
the
asked
hat
them
shit,
like he asked them, why did you lie? That's all he did. He just asked him, why did you lie about choking the chicken, bro? That's it.
I agree. And I don't think that's enough to really come to no conclusion.
Does
Like all
that
the shit that
mean
happened to
I
that
think you
point.
murdered David? Because I asked you why you lie about some shit.
No, I said he might not have figured it out, bro. But I'm saying when I was watching it, like the way they kept hinting at this nigga, like being on the shit, I just assumed, like, oh yeah, this nigga is figuring this shit out. But I was like, yeah, nah, I don't think this is enough for me to just say a nigga is like he's Sherlock Holmes in here, just figuring shit out just on the fly, just
He
because a
wasn't.
nigga is shaking, and
I just don't feel like it was no Sherlock Holmes shit. I feel like I could have put that shit together, and I'm not. And I put a lot of shit together, like in real life. I feel like I could have did that. Like, I
I
don't know though.
I don't think, because I don't know, maybe I just look at things different. I just think like if we all just, let's say we all here and a nigga like uh oh, why Roots ain't here, like, and a nigga be like, Roots ain't coming. Like the last thing I'm gonna think is that, like, literally, probably the last thing I'm gonna think is that a nigga killed him. Just speaking on what I'm gonna think in my mind, Puos, that's not nowhere near the forefront of my mind that a nigga killed a nigga that's supposed to be on his way here.
Not even after a nigga just said how fire it would be to get rid of niggas who they feel like is insignificant and all this. I mean, it's your point of view. It's
Mm,
all good. I got you.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. I think like towards the end, it makes sense of him figuring it out, especially with the hat shit, because the hat really got his initials on it, literally. And then you couple that with the other shit where the nigga didn't want us to go into the uh the chest and shit. Like once you put all that shit together, then yeah. I just feel like early on, like I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't really enough to me. So I felt like some of the shit that he was like coming on to was forced, in my opinion. So I wasn't really rocking with his character as much. And I already explained about the shit, how I felt about what he did at the ending. Like I wasn't really fucking with that either, because I had a different perspective than y'all. I thought the nigga was on that shit that what's his name was talking about. And then at the end he started to be like, nah, bro, who gave you the right to do this? So I felt like he was kind of flip flopping from my perspective with that. So I already explained why I didn't really fuck with that. So I mean, I think he acted the shit well. When I was watching it, I didn't really like his character as much. I didn't really fuck with all the shit Philip was doing, even though it makes sense. I just like
Right.
I ain't really fuck with it. I fucked with Brandon. I think Brandon was a great character. To me, the best overall character I feel like was Brandon. Even though like he was just so egotistical that he thought he can like kill a nigga and get away with it by throwing shit in niggas' faces, pause, and giving out clues and saying little slick shit. I don't know. I fucked with it. I fucked with his character. Uh, the struggle was ass. When he got the gun from that nigga, that shit was ass. Like, I don't know. So the movie kept my attention the whole time, but towards the middle to the end, I wasn't really fucking with a lot of the shit that was going on. I do like the dialogue that they had in certain moments, like at the piano, the when they was going back and forth about their morals and the viewpoints and shit. I thought that shit was fire, but nah, it wasn't overly crazy to me. But personally, I give it a 6.4 as a whole. It was alright, but I ain't think it was that crazy. I ain't got no rating from F Dub, so we skipping that nigga.
Just get his rating later.
We could get it later and then publish the rating.
Yeah.
But we can also just get a number between us and then see
Nah,
what F
bro, he
says.
ain't
Nah, we
never
can
did
skip.
that
We
shit
can skip that
before.
nigga. We can skip that nigga. Honestly, he ain't here.
What's
Yeah.
what's the big deal of just adding his shit later? What's the
Because
big
we
deal?
ain't never did
Cause I'm
that
finna,
shit, bro.
yeah, I'm finna do the shit right now, bro. You
Well,
want me to
have
wait?
we ever let a nigga who ain't watched the movie pick? And I don't got a problem with that.
Yes.
Like, cause
Well, I also brought that up, Pujols,
I mean,
but
Specifically feared by
I literally
many.
I
don't
didn't
have a
realize the
problem with it.
nigga didn't watch the movie.
He told you he didn't watch it.
Yeah, but
Specifically
he
feared
was he
by
was
many.
saying earlier shit like it's gonna be a good conversation or some shit. I
I
thought he
mean,
was,
cause he seen
and
it in the
I
It
chat.
seen
was
it,
Niggas
a
but
love
good
I
conversation.
seen him ask for the link and shit earlier too, Pujols. So I didn't know he didn't watch it.
He
Well, he
didn't
was
watch
just
it. He
saying
just
he
wanted
wanted to pick
company.
regardless.
He just wanted company.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
That nigga was
Grown men
lonely.
take grown
Nigga was
men take
lonely. He
care of
wanted to
business,
talk to
bro.
us for an hour.
Grown grown men handle business, bro.
Yeah, plus I ain't gonna lie, I'm finna do this rating. He ain't here, like, cause at least in the
I
past,
don't
like,
understand why
let me
they do
tell
that.
you this, plus at least in the past, niggas sent their rating in. Art didn't talk, but he just posted his rating.
I don't
Why
know what
Nick
came
couldn't do
up
that same shit?
with fireworks. If we gonna forgive unexpected circumstances for KTL being a bitch, I mean not watching the movie, I feel like we should
I
accept
mean, I wouldn't want to, but we
F dub.
can.
Damn,
It
bro,
don't.
was you there for the monkey
But,
movie?
but both of them don't
I
matter
didn't
though.
watch
Who?
the
Well, I
first
saw
Monkey
it,
movie,
pussy.
which was a prerequisite for the
I
I
just was
didn't
movie.
gonna do the
either.
shit right
I
now,
didn't
Keep
Puss.
either.
Like,
asking why the
why we
fuck I
gotta
wasn't
make
in an
I didn't
special
intermediate
either.
algebra
circumstances for a
class
nigga?
when I
That's
didn't
I
valid.
take
didn't
the first
either.
algebra class.
I
I
didn't
don't have the
either. Yeah, and
credentials
I
to get
passed
in.
the intermediate algebra class. So watch your
Let's
fucking
go
mouth.
right now then.
You didn't even listen to the analogy. You're just being a fucking retard.
Shut up,
Jeez.
bitch.
I said fighting words.
It don't matter. Like he can
Like
pick
that
and fireworks
fighting
cannot be added
In any
later.
fighting
case, the
words.
rating is still going to be good, irrespective of that, because I think Fireworks said kind of early in the podcast that he liked it a lot. If you guys want to wait, we could wait, because if he did watch it and he didn't get a chance to contribute to the rating, I think he'd be a little bummed out about it.
But I
Yeah, I
think the
just
nigga
don't
would
know why
want. I
we
think he would
wouldn't
also want
give
to.
the nigga his rating. Like
So
why
this
the
the
fuck would
thing.
we
He
do
I
that?
not
agree.
coming back,
Listen,
bro.
listen, Puss, because I agree with what Bob said
He
about.
not dead though.
I agree with what
Sure.
Bob's saying about him wanting to give a rating, but I also think the nigga would want to give his thoughts too. He ain't gonna be able to do that shit.
I don't think
Well,
he
True.
bro,
care
like
that
I
much
say,
about
I
that.
done
Like
seen,
I don't agree with you because I
bro.
know
I've
him.
watched movies and had to leave and shit, and I've sent my
text the
rating in. I've
nigga.
also
All
watched
right, he here.
movies
Hold on,
and
he here.
left, and nobody
He
did
back.
that shit.
We stalled for you,
Anyway,
F
what
Dub.
I was saying, fight in words like battle rap. Go.
This KTL guy sucks.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit, this isn't my burner.
Hey, bro.
Damn,
I'm
family
the
man.
most. I'm the most
KTL
hated.
cool.
I'm the most hated by virgins, bro. What
You
can I say?
Can you be a virgin with 5 kids?
Hell yeah, you can if they not yours.
You could
Damn.
My
adopt
Wow.
bad.
some kids.
Hey, F Dub, we was waiting for you because we was finna like do this
What waiting
rating
and shit.
without you,
You was trying
brother.
to hold that nigga.
We was gonna
Yo,
skip you.
yo, yo,
I
yo,
mean, I wanted to skip him, but y'all wanted to wait, Twelve. So
Yeah, I
we
fought
waited.
yo,
for his
yo,
honor.
yo,
Yep.
yo, yo, yo,
Yeah, go
Hey,
ahead,
Yo,
brother.
we can hear
fucking
you.
yo.
I fought
yo,
for
yo.
his honor is gay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bruh.
he's
That's what you
saying
used to do for bitches.
No, you do that for a king.
he
You do that for
calling
an
you a knight in
emperor. You would
shining
do that for
armor.
a czar.
Yeah,
You
bro.
would do that
Hey,
for a pharaoh. What are you talking about?
go ahead,
Talk to this nigga.
Mansalot.
You be making up some bullshit, and you supposed to be native or
I
something.
hear
You don't
you,
know shit about
Mansalot.
history. Shut up, nigga.
You like boys.
Go back to your TP, you bitch
You
ass
like
native.
boys.
Fucking Algonquin faggot.
What
Go back
percentage of
to
native is
go back
KTL?
to your husband, pussy.
What percentage of native is he?
Like 0.00%. Basically, the failure rate of a condom. That's his
Shut the
native.
fuck up,
Yeah.
Let me
Philip.
say this, Bob. Like I never believed he was native, but then I realized what his last name was, and his last name could be some native shit.
Every time we make a little nod toward like native themes or whatever, this nigga like, hey, watch your mouth, man. Like you nigga, you're not them, bro. You're not on the
Hey,
reservation, bro.
I'm sorry you don't have a heritage to be proud
You
of,
don't
bud.
even own a smoke shop.
You
What do
don't
you do that's
you don't
native
own a smoke
besides
shop.
saying that you are? You do
Fuck
You've
up
nothing.
never been to
casino or some shit.
Oxtails.
Or your
Nothing.
casino at.
He say everybody on the panel is probably more native than
Dead
KTL.
fucking ass. Exactly, Art. Louder. Louder for the natives in the crowd, man.
Louder,
He
louder for
can't
the
be
natives in
louder.
the
He's on a
back.
bus. Listen here, somebody's on a Greyhound bus, another one don't got a heritage, bro. These are the
Hey,
people that
F
hate on
Dub,
me.
man, can you give your final thoughts and rating?
Yeah. Simple plot, but it was shot, in somewhat of an interesting way. Uh, I thought the actor that played Rupert stole the show, in my opinion, and I'm glad the movie was short. You feel me? Because we've been watching some hella long ass fucking movies. A minute
Yeah,
20 was perfect.
a minute 20, nigga.
Nobody,
What
A
movie
nobody
you
got
watch?
minute
to.
20.
What movie did you
I'm
watch,
sorry.
nigga? A
An
minute
hour,
20.
an hour and
That
20.
nigga
I'm
watched
sorry,
the
not a
short.
minute.
Hey,
Nigga watched
Slim,
the
he
clip
watched
and pulled
somebody
up.
spell the
That would be
word
funny
rope.
as hell. He
So
basically did what KTL did if you watched the clip because KTL watched
Yeah,
nothing. So
KTL, why you didn't go on YouTube like you said you did
You
before
gotta
and just
pay for
watch
that,
clips?
bro.
No, watch clips like how you
Oh,
said you did
I
before.
really started to do
hey,
that
hold it
shit
down,
last night.
KTO. I'm finishing this
He
rating. Come
asked
on.
me a
yeah,
question,
shut your
pussy. You got a faggot ass semen and a fucking bitch in your
What?
boat
Excuse
shoes
me?
thinking
Shut your
that you
bitch
Oh,
ass up,
what?
you non-heritage
stop
having ass
stop
nigga.
this
Come
shit.
on, man. Shut your
Fuck up.
bitch ass up, nigga.
Non-heritage is
Shut
Shut
the
your
crazy.
bitch
fuck
ass
up.
up, nigga.
Shut up,
Shut
KTL
Sage
your
got
bitch
Loon.
mad and
ass up,
called
Shut the
him
nigga.
fuck
faggot
up,
ass
Nigga,
Sage
semen.
Loon.
hey,
And then this
nigga,
bitch
nigga,
ass
nigga
Nigga
wants
boat
a
said
shoe
piece
something
of
about
faggot.
heritage.
semen.
He
Nigga
said
wants a piece
faggot
of
ass
heritage just to
semen.
feel
Shut your
What?
important,
faggot
nigga.
ass up,
Shut your
boy.
bitch ass up,
Stand
ho.
up, bitch.
Yo,
Get better
bitch ass ho,
internet.
nigga.
Tell
Shut
that
your
bitch
bitch
you
ass
got
up.
a
Speak when you're
podcast
KTL
going
spoken
is
to,
the
on.
new
bitch.
Black
Tell that
Speak
Roach.
when
bitch
you're
you can't
spoken
talk on
to.
the phone right
Speak when
now.
you're
What that
spoken to,
mean,
Tell that
bitch
bitch
ass
Bob?
you can't
nigga.
talk on the phone right now.
He's the
Be a
crash
man.
out now, bro.
Drop your fucking
What
nuts.
the fuck is
Fuck is
KTL
he
talking
talking
about,
about?
I
bro?
don't even know,
I
bro.
don't know. I
I
Fuck
don't
just
is he
even
told
know.
F
talking
Dub he
about?
was a faggot
I
semen.
don't
Be a
even know.
man.
I
Shut
don't
up,
even
boat
know.
He
Legacy.
shoes.
said, "Tell that
Ain't
bitch you
nobody
can't
asked
talk
you
on the phone
nothing.
right now, bro." What the
Fuck wrong with
KTL
you?
got mad and
Seaman.
started talking about semen, bro. I'm
I
Fuck
don't
confused.
up,
know, man.
boat
I don't
shoes.
know.
You ain't exempt either, bitch.
Can he finish his review, non-movie
That's what I
watcher?
thought, pussy.
Scrub, can he finish? Loser, can
she
he
say?
finish?
Why y'all on KTL? Like what? What?
Yeah, I get
Ain't
this chump
KTL
out
the
of
Motherfuckers
here.
one
who
that's
cannot talk crazy in real life talk
ain't
crazy
KTL
on
the one pushing
podcasts.
this?
KTL need to go backstage and grab a glass of
I
water,
didn't
man.
push
This nigga
nothing.
is just not himself
My
right now.
bad, KTL. I was just asking.
Buddy wildin'.
All right, F Dub,
7.5.
go ahead.
7.5. The end. Go.
All right.
Okay.
That helps. That helps. Thank you.
Yeah, what did everyone else rate it? I was
If
taking
you
a phone
weren't
call.
here, it would have gotten
Two
an
nines.
8.2.
I got you. 2 nines, 9.7, 6.4, 7.5.
Who was 6.4?
Me.
All right. 7.5.
KTL
I
didn't watch the
say
movie. I
I
mean,
say
yeah,
3.3 after.
we ain't count her.
I know.
KTL sat here
KTL
listening,
did not watch this movie.
saying nothing for the longest, knowing damn well he didn't watch it.
Bro said saying nothing. I might have talked the most on this podcast. It's called
Nah.
being entertaining. I'm the
This the
color
least you ever
commentator.
talked.
That's not true. Least I ever talked was on the X episode.
At least John Doe is honest.
You got
Hey,
cooked on that
y'all.
episode.
John Doe will come in. Hey, y'all. I didn't watch the movie, but
John Doe specifically did this exact
He
same
said he
thing
got
on the
cooked
Great
on that
Gatsby
episode.
episode.
Yeah, he
Like
did.
Yeah, but he was welcome. You just a little fucking
I
freaky,
don't
Oh
give a
my
damn
God.
what you
little
think.
fucking dweeb.
You don't control anything, even in your own household, little boy. Stop talking to me like
What
this.
is this man talking about? You talking about semen, and now you talking about households.
I hear you,
What's going
little
on with
buddy.
you, bro? Nigga calling me little buddy.
Be the
Nigga
man
came
in your
from-
household.
Nigga said that I don't have a heritage because he ain't watch a movie. Get
That's
control
Discord
over your
logic.
emotions. Don't
That's
talk about
Discord
He's
my
logic right there.
completely ignoring the fact that he brought up that
What's the
someone
next
else
movie,
didn't
man?
have a heritage, by the way.
Hey, look, the red final score for The Rope is 8.3.
Jesus.
Next week's movie is
Go pick.
chosen by KTL, even though he didn't watch the movie, but you know.
Hey, Slim, I really appreciate that you keep bringing that up. All I'm asking you is say the same thing about Feared by Many, bro.
Huh?
Fear's in jail right now. He's already dealing with shit. Like
Oh, my bad. You right. That exempts him.
Yeah,
What?
of course it does. He's getting the
Oh my
maximum
God,
punishment
bro.
for all his
What?
What the
transgressions.
Yep.
KTL?
No.
You
Hey,
miss the
Slim,
podcast, you get no
Slim, bro, what is
transgressions.
up
That
with
man's
this
in the
dick
slammer.
riding thing you
He
doing,
said
bro?
Fear getting
Like, what's
the
going on?
maximum punishment.
What the fuck did I
That's
say,
crazy.
KTL? What are
Slim,
you
a
talking about?
motherfucker literally just said Feared is in jail.
Fools,
And
that's
you
some shit
said,
you can
what
rap
the fuck,
about.
KTL?
When y'all
Yeah,
miss
Like,
the
I said
podcast,
it.
y'all just go back home.
You bitch
I
ass
missed
nigga,
the
that shit ain't had
podcast,
nothing to do
and I
with
ain't
him
even
being in
get
jail.
access
What
to
the fuck
Go
you
the
back
talking
pod.
about?
home. Hey, that's a bar.
That's
Hey,
a bar.
What you
hey,
talking
Fear
about,
get
bitch?
out. It
Like,
might get
he
dark
brought
one
it
of these
up. What are
niggas.
we talking about here?
KTL, I wasn't talking about him being in jail. What are you talking about?
Then
Bro,
what are you
stop
talking
talking
KTL missed.
about
about, bro?
bro.
Yeah,
Stop talking
Fear,
about
Fear,
bro
Fear will
being in
go
Yeah,
jail.
I
crazy,
don't know,
bro.
bro.
Yo, hey,
What's going
pass
on
along
here?
that. Move
What the
along
fuck?
that shit.
With,
Move along that.
Pass
Move
so
along that.
with
long.
KTL miss a podcast,
Move along
he be
that. We
Uh-huh.
don't
doing,
need to be.
he be
We don't need
calling
to be
and
talking
shit.
about that shit right
When I
now.
miss
So
a podcast,
No, hold
I had to
on. Let him
do a
go. He's an
bid.
edgelord.
That shit
That's
Yeah, this
fire.
fire.
nigga.
Oh my.
That's fire.
we
The
don't. We
return
don't
of
need
the
to be talking about that
KTL,
edgelord.
shit.
what is next week's movie?
Mind your fucking business, bro.
Your bitch ass up and tell us the movie.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So
You shut up and talk.
that's an oxymoron. How does
I
that work?
know,
Shut
nigga.
up
Fucking
and talk.
talk, nigga, and shut up.
Look at him confused, frazzled. He's weak.
Nigga, frazzled.
Malfunction.
Oh my
Hey, that
God.
thing I said about virgins earlier is coming full circle, bro. Like,
Syntax error.
ATL, man. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know.
Niggas
I
is
don't
wild, bro. Niggas
are we
is
done
wild.
with the no pussy gallery yet? All right. So
They talking to
we're
you
gonna
though.
watch a movie. Hello? Is everything okay?
Man, go ahead,
Is
bro.
everything all right, friend?
Cat
you
and
okay?
mouse. Cat and mouse. Both of you.
Are you friend?
Cat and mouse.
I told y'all this guy was Philip, bro. I told y'all he was Philip.
Cat and mouse. Cat and mouse.
I told y'all Bob was
Pussy
Philip,
nigga
bro.
Philip broke a glass like he cut his
Nigga was
hands. That nigga was
pissed.
so shook. I'm talking about when
I
he broke that glass. Nigga was shook.
I get it too though, bro. Like, stop
Shout
all
out
this
to
fuck shit y'all doing, nigga. Like, I
shout
get
out
it.
to Philip Celeste, man.
She
But
said at this. I said at this point I'm a pick.
all right, cool.
So
But
hurry up,
yeah, so
KTF, or we be here watching
On
some
the
bullshit.
podcast
I
every
don't know, friend.
Friday.
She
It's your
hated this
turn to
hoe.
pick. I'm
She
locked
hated
up.
this hoe.
Shank on me. Every Friday is my time to pick. Nigga,
Uh-huh.
Wildest.
Yeah,
Fire. Fire.
yeah,
It's not
she
your turn
hated
every
this
Friday.
movie, but y'all liked it. But
He gonna smoke a nigga when he get up.
Go
yeah,
ahead,
so
KTL, man.
yeah, so it's
It's the
Christmas season,
wolves.
and
Shut
I
up.
think that hello? Is everything okay? Fireworks? F
Stop.
dub? Friend?
That nigga named F Dub,
Is
bro.
everything all
Nigga
right?
say it's Christmas Eve.
Hello, friend?
That nigga named F Dub, bro.
I said both of them, bro. But yeah, so it's Christmas season, and you know I'm trying to get to the point
KTL,
of the
please.
yeah. I'm trying to I'm about to say, don't worry, Ice. The grown up has it handled. Yeah, so we're gonna get into the Christmas season, man, and just remind everybody of how much of a bitch art really is. So with that being said,
What they got to do with the
I think
movie?
we'll talk about it. But
Christmas with the cranks.
yeah,
He said,
we already
pick the
did.
fucking movie.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
he mad as fuck.
can't tell the master of building suspense, man.
Hey. So anyway, we're gonna watch a Christmas classic, man. It's from 1988. Got a recurring actor that I think has been on
He
here
said,
one time.
"Oh my god, Fools, what is it? You know?"
Yeah, no, I know this
No, but
movie.
Who else
honestly,
don't know what it
Slim,
is?
who else
You'll shoot your
just
eye
hates
out, kid.
anything before 1990, bro? But
Nah, he know The
2000.
Shining.
yeah. I
2000.
didn't say he doesn't know it. I said he hates it. He said, "Don't say 1990
He
and
loved The
anything." You right,
Shining.
Puos.
We keep watching
I just
old
quoted
shit.
it.
I know
Hey,
Puos, bro.
Pools, we getting more modern, bro. 88 is
Yeah,
like more
that's
modern
40
than 40,
years,
not
bro. That's 40
48.
years newer than this other shit.
Facts.
But with
Facts.
that being said, we're going back to 1988 for a Christmas classic, man. We got Bruce Willis.
Die Hard.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Puos. Put it up on the screen, Slim. It's Bruce Willis. It's Die Hard.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
We gon' watch a
I never got to
motherfucker.
see it yet either.
We gonna watch a
Oh,
motherfucker
hell
fight
yeah.
terrorists, man. It's
Hell
the
yeah.
forgotten Christmas classic. And
Hell yeah.
shout out to Bruce
Hey,
Willis. He's
KTS, she
going through a
said
tough
Home
time
Alone.
right now. I mean, that's a good. Honestly, bro, like so, you know,
Hell nah, you wasn't picking Home Alone.
for the viewers.
She
Well, no,
said,
I'm
"What
saying
is
like
this?"
close enough, Slim, like in terms of like
What
Christmas
is
movies.
this?
But in terms of you know, like we supposed to be doing a whole bunch of Christmas movies for December.
Allegedly.
So I'm finna get I'm about to say, bro, I can't control what folks do, but they said they would run that hoe. So I'm starting
The
this
street
off
saying
right
Mountain Dew, KTL.
with a
Told
Chris.
him he
I
the
don't
Mountain Dew
say
boy. Like
Slim, can you
To be
please,
fair,
bro?
Puos, he don't be picking a lot of Mountain Dew shit. Though.
lately?
Please, bro, stop telling me what the fuck Art said. Nobody
What was
gives a
his last
flying
pick?
fuck what Art has said since he
That
left this fucking podcast,
that
bro. Sit
Prince
in the
movie.
crowd, bitch, and watch the play.
The
God
Princess
damn.
Bride is not
Yo,
Mountain Dew,
what?
though.
No, it's
Nah, I
not
said
Mountain Dew.
he hasn't picked no Mountain Dew shit in a minute.
I haven't picked a Mountain Dew movie in a long time, bro.
What was the
That
last
was just
one?
a narrative,
The
y'all.
Condemned?
Let's go look. It might be The Condemned.
That was a long time ago.
Hold on, let's see. What was the
Can't
last
be the
one?
Condemned.
Suicide Squad? Is that
movie
what?
ass.
About to say Suicide Squad. Before that, it was Bullet Train.
That movie fire.
Bullet Train Mountain Dew?
Nah,
Probably.
I don't think
I
so.
feel
I don't
like
think so.
It's
I
too
don't
smart
know,
to be
bro.
Mountain Dew.
That
It's
shit
too
definitely is
smart.
an intelligent movie.
Yeah, it's too smart.
It's too smart.
Yeah, it probably is.
But yeah, we gon' watch some shit. Wait. Oh, never mind. I was about to say I was reading the comments for a second. I got confused. But yeah. So next week we'll watch Die Hard
Hell yeah.
and begin the Christmas season.
This is a very good movie, actually. But yeah. Good pick, KTL. Good pick.
Thanks, pal. All right. Somebody sign us out.
Real Rap Coalition podcast. This has been, you know, the podcast and the cast and shit like that. Rope, you feel me? We got our ratings out, and next week we'll be back with Die Hard, a Bruce Willis classic. You know what I mean? And yeah, join us next time for that. So peace. We out of here.
What is you talking, nigga?
Bang.
She said,
Hey,
shake your
Puos,
mic.